Terry? You all right?
Bastard!
What?
You stupid
I don't know why you're taking that attitude. Just because there was a mix-up in communications.
I'll get in.
No, Terry, don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to be perfectly all right.
I'm ready to freeze it.
No, don't worry, Terry. Good rub down with a nice young nurse in a starch uniform. Plate of chicken vindaloo, you'll be as right as ninepence.
Leave me alone.
Oh, no, Tom and Terry. I mean, it was me that called the meat wagon. These, Angels of Mercy.
You be coming along as well, sir?
No.
No, he's right. No, I'm sure you'll, I'll just, follow up in my,
Well, to be honest, love, half this stuff I couldn't even give away. But, tell you what, I'll do you a right favour. I'll clear the lot. For, let's say, another 20 quid on top of my offer. How's that?
Well, I don't know.
Well, that's the
I was
best I can do. I'm sorry.
Well, it doesn't seem like very much, but... Well, what can I do with it?
Well, not a lot. With your old father dead and gone. God rest his soul. Are you sure there's
No.
nothing else?
No. Just the cabinet in the bedroom and the china. When can you clear it?
As soon as you like.
Well, there are a few personal effects of my father's I still have to sort out.
Yeah. I understand. I'll tell you what. You sort out what you have to and drop the keys to the estate agent. I'll pick them up from there.
Fine.
Okay.
So whose bright idea was it to lock him in a cold storage room, eh?
mine, as a matter of fact. But it wasn't my fault that he got left stuck in there.
Go on, then.
Look, if the geezer who was nicking the meat had turned up and my friend's car hadn't broken down, it wouldn't have happened, would it?
Arthur, whatever way you look at it, it was a pretty stupid thing to do. Terry could have died in it.
Don't remind me, Dave. But there you go, the best laid plan of mouse and man. I mean, Hitler and Napoleon, they made a right ricket of the Russian winter, didn't they?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, at least I got Terry out before the real freeze set in.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure he'll be very grateful to you for that. Here, incidentally, ain't you supposed to phone the hospital about picking him up?
Oh, my God, yes.
Terry!
God, Charlie, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Do you want a lift?
Oh, not many, mate.
What you doing around here?
Don't ask me.
Kidding, ain't you?
No, I'm not kidding. Another couple of hours, I would have ended up in bee-jams next to the fish fingers.
I'm sorry for laughing, Till, but how did you stand for that?
It's Arthur, innit? Yeah, I know. He was supposed to pick me up from the hospital and all.
Good old reliable Arthur.
Yeah? Well, he can rely on this. The next time I see him, I'm going to jump up and down on his trilby, with his head still in it.
Well, Arthur was going to pick you up, Charles. He rang the hospital from here, but you'd already been let loose.
Where is he now, then?
I don't know. Bit of business, he said.
Yeah, maybe he's actually gone to B-James. See what sort of price he could get for you.
Strong.
I suppose he gave you the version that it's all a jolly jape and he's totally blameless, yeah?
I did tell him I thought it was a stupid thing to do.
Well, the next time you see him, you can tell him from me that we are finished. Got it? Terminated, definitely.
Oh, come on, Tell.
I'm pissed off with always ending up the Wally and his stupid antics.
So what are you going to do to get a crest?
I'm not totally helpless without Arthur Hole in the head daily, you know.
No, I didn't mean that. What I meant was...
Yeah, and for your information, I've got a living lined up. Charlie has put me on wages.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know Keith, my partner, do you?
Yeah.
He's only been laid down for a 3-month stretch for assaulting a copper, hasn't he?
Yeah, well elephants at the time, wasn't he? Stupid idiot. Anyway, I need someone to give me a hand at the shop, up in gear.
Arthur won't be too pleased, you nicking Terry off him.
Oi, I'm not a bit of property, you know. There's a little bit of brain up there somewhere, isn't there? I can make my own decisions.
Leave off, Tal. I wasn't having a go at you.
I can see what you mean, Rowley. Not the sort of place you want to have an accidental fire in, or a series of ugly fracases.
There was a time I'd have sorted it out myself, Arthur, but I'm too old and you know that sort of egg these days. Agnes!
I thought demanding money with menaces as a way of getting an earner was finished these days. Too much porridge about.
There's always a few nutters around who'll have some of it.
Yeah, how much are they at the demand for?
Monkey a week.
Oh, my God, that much. That must bite into the profits a bit.
A bit.
You know, Rowley, in a situation like this, you wouldn't be totally out of order calling in the old bill.
Yeah, I know, but I always sorted out my own aggravation when I used to be at it, Arthur. And I can't change that much, even if I have gone legit.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, there's certain codes of conduct and lifestyles that the great unwashed out there wouldn't understand. I mean, we are talking about proper people with proper values.
Right. And the only thing these bastards understand is violence. So if you can get Terry to persuade them to try elsewhere, there's a grand in it for you.
No problem, Rowley, no problem. Just leave it with me.
So where are we going after, then?
Flat clearance job. Got to pick up the keys from the estate agents first, though.
Yeah. I was wondering how you got hold of all this junk you knock out.
Oh, it's not too difficult. You can bang on doors and ask. Keep your eye on the obituary columns and local papers. Culture a few geezers in estate agents' offices.
Oh, yeah.
See who's moving house, selling up, etc. It's easy.
Charlie Pope?
Yep.
He's supposed to be a friend of mine. He's well out of order poaching my labour force, well out of order.
Well, that ain't the way Terry sees it at all. And I can tell you this, he has got that dead needle with you. Your relationship is, how do you put it, finished. Totally terminated as far as he's concerned.
What, really?
You can say that his attitude is decidedly frosty.
Ah, he'll thaw out. That boy can't cross a road without me to guide him.
Hello, Mary. Mr. Rawley's about.
Oh, no, he's gone to view some properties. I'm afraid he won't be back till late this afternoon. Can I help?
I've come for the keys to the flat in Ellesmere Court.
Oh, yeah, he mentioned something.
Clearance job.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Keeping busy, are you?
Sort of. What's the number of the,
6.
What's the matter?
Hello. Silly bleeder. I must be cracking up. It's number 9, isn't it?
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with me today. The trolley.
What trolley?
The trolley to move some of the gear. It's in the back of the van.
No, it's all right. I'll go down and get it.
Right. Hello? Anybody home?
Oh, took your time, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I was taking a leak, wasn't I?
Oh dear, I didn't expect this.
What?
Well, when you said it was some old boy's gaff, I thought, well, you know.
Well, not all old boys are boracic and living in poverty, too.
Oh.
Well, come on. Let's shift what we've got to. Got a busy day ahead.
Yeah.
As a runabout for your good lady wife, you couldn't do better, Mr. Collins. Economical is not the word. If it ran on water, it couldn't be cheaper. Stylish, easy to park, and above all, British.
Well, I'm not sure I wanted to go to the price you're asking.
Well, you're pleased with the Merc, aren't you?
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, as an old customer, I think I can accommodate you. Shall we say what, 5% discount on my asking price?
Shall we say 10?
10?
Cash.
Oh, well.
No, and on the proviso that my wife likes it. So if you'd like to drop it round.
All right. Yeah, I'm all right then. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, my hand slipped.
What's all this? There's stuff in it.
Yeah.
Knitting. Well, it's cookery books.
Maybe it was an old queen. Could be his daughter's.
Yeah, but I thought you said he lived alone.
Yeah, but she used to stay here now and again, him being sick like, you know.
Why would she leave stuff like this then, eh?
I don't know. Maybe she... Now I think of it, she did mention something about 1 or 2 personal items still being left. Look, I'll tell you what. You cop hold of that standard lamp over there and take it down to the van. I'll sort this stuff out. I'll stick it in a bag or something, all right? I'll give her a call and let her know.
Yeah, all right.
Ah, Mr. Daly.
Collins,
Fine stuff.
a natural directional instinct and the A to Z helped.
Yes, of course. Well, you better come in.
Oh, thank you.
Abigail, Mr. Daly's here with the car.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, it's much larger than our last place. Took us ages to find what we're looking for. Mind you, we didn't really want to be this far from the centre of town, which partly explains the second car.
Very nice, Mr. Collins, very nice. You can't beat a touch of the suburban rurals within striking distance of the metropolis, I always say.
Do you?
Ah, I see your eye for quality doesn't stop at houses and cars, Mr. Collins. Very tasteful. Very tasteful indeed.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy 1 or 2 more pieces to avoid looking somewhat Spartan.
Oh, really? Oh, I may be able to help you there.
Oh?
Yes, the goods and chattels trade forms quite a part of my extensive business empire. I mean, what I haven't got, I can get. You don't just have to ask.
Ah, there you are. Mr. Daly, my wife Abigail.
It's a pleasure and an honour to make your acquaintance, my dear.
How perfectly charming of you to say so, Mr. Daly.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Pardon?
May I say, as someone who's been in the motor trade for a considerable time and is noted for his discernment, that a set of wheels should fit in with the personality of the person who owns them.
Oh, really?
And if I may make so bold, what awaits you in your driveway will blend in with your good self like the very best in haute couture.
Good God.
The wrong ones.
Afraid so. Completely wasted journey. I was practically there when I realised you gave me the wrong ones. And me with a right busy schedule as well.
Oh dear, I am sorry. Mr. Rawlings will really have a go at me when he finds out. You see, I did the same thing with a potential client only last week.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. I won't say anything if you don't, OK?
Oh, it's ever so good of you. I'll get you the right ones.
Lovely.
I don't know what's been the matter with me lately. Guess I've been getting overexcited. Nervous, actually.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I'm going on holiday tomorrow, abroad, in a plane. It's just I've never flown before, you know. I get this sick feeling every time I think about it.
You just take a couple of mogadons and a large drop of duty-free, you'll be all right. Hello, John. All right?
Hello, Charlie.
I've just come about the keys to the flat in Ellesmere Court.
Oh, yes. Have you got them?
Oh, yeah. Here they are, number 6.
That's them. There you go.
Thanks, John.
Take you along with it.
Well, I'm a bit short on time today, so I thought, well, pick up the keys now and make a start first thing in the morning. All right?
Sure, I'll just drop them back as soon as you're done.
Right, ta, John. Bye, Mary.
OK.
Morning, OK? Just caught for another clearance job, the same block of flats.
Same block? How'd you manage that?
Oh, they handle all that property. Some geezer's selling up, going abroad.
It's handy, though, isn't it?
Yeah, more than handy.
Right, where to? The shop?
No, dealer mate of mine in Rathbone Street. We can get rid of most of this stuff straight away.
It's all go, isn't it? I was pointing out to your husband just now that the economy of this vehicle is such that it brings... yes, certainly. Tears to a petrol salesman's eyes.
Does it have reclining seats?
Oh, yes, indeed, my dear. And at the touch of a button, you can be positively prostrate. I'll come round and show you. I'll just show you.
This is good. I'll be able to bless it.
Bless it?
Yes. You know. Spring strong.
Oh, my God.
Why you dragged me down here to look at these ghastly criminal faces. If I'd seen someone stealing my possessions, I should have done something about it there and then. Or at the very least, have been able to describe them to you. I'm not a fool.
Oh, no, of course not, madam. It's just that, well, to remove so much stuff would have taken some time. And that would have been a bit risky. Unless, of course, they knew you weren't likely to be around.
Meaning?
Well, meaning they probably cased the job. That is to say, spent some time observing the flats and you and your habits, when you're likely to be there, when you're not. Probably even followed you to work. So, you see, you may have subconsciously noticed some...
Rubbish. I'm an extremely observant person, Sergeant. And I can assure you that if any man followed me, I would be aware of it.
Have you had any callers at the flat recently on some pretext or other?
No one that I didn't know or that I wasn't expecting. And as I told you, I only moved into the damn place a little more than a week ago. This is a total waste of my time.
Yes, ma'am. Well, if you would just like to let the officer here have a complete list of everything that was taken, together with an approximate valuation.
No, Terry, no.
Decided to show your face at last, have you?
I beg your pardon?
You can beg all you like, Sunbeam, you're getting nothing.
Terry, I've simply come over to clarify a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Yes. I am informed by Dave that for some incomprehensible reason, you have got the up with me. Well, naturally, I'm somewhat bewildered.
Stop, just stop, will you? Before you go into one, let me tell you this, son. I'm not interested, right? You and me are finished. Finito. No more. You got that?
I see. That's my reward, is it? That's the gratitude I get for years of loyal friendship. A dagger in the back, that's what I get for my unselfish succour and support of you along life's hazardous highways. Treachery, that's my take-home pay. How much is Charlie asking for these chairs?
Unbelievable.
Do what?
You.
Me?
Not a word. Not a single word.
Terry, you all right?
All right, am I all right? You got the front to come in here and ask me if I'm all right. I could have died in that bleeding freezer, couldn't I?
Terry.
What do I get? Do I get one word of apology? No. Do I get one word of explanation? No. All I get is garbage, innit?
Terry.
That's all I've ever got from you, innit? Garbage!
Now, Terry.
Don't you now, Terry me.
All right, now, Mr. McCann.
Listen, why don't you just piss off before I really get a needle?
You are being very unreasonable, Terry. I explained everything to Dave. He told me that he told me...
Yeah, what did he tell you?
Just let me say this to you. The frosty fate that you suffered was...
Arthur, listen, I have absolutely no interest anymore in whatever you've got to say or do. All right?
All right. Can I take it you're not interested in earning 200 sobs for 10 minutes of your valuable time? All right, that's good.
Just go away now, will you?
All right. Charlie? Doing all right, are you?
Yeah. How you doing, Arthur?
Well, I'm not wearing handmade suits because I'm a pauper, but otherwise business as usual, you know. With or without hired help.
Oh, yeah, well, I was,
No, don't be embarrassed about Terry. He's his own man. If he wants to start again from the bottom, that's his prerogative. How's the junk furniture business going, by the way?
Oh, it's not all junk, Arthur, you know. I get hold of the odd bit of cream.
Really? Can't say I've noticed. Pity, really, because her indoors has been nagging me for a couple of nice chairs to go with a Regency stripe we've had bunged on the lounge wall.
Listen, I'm going to shoot off, get a cup of tea and a sarnie, all right?
Yeah, don't be too long, will you, Till? Got that job to do, all right?
I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Oh, well, a couple of deals to conclude before noon. I'll better be on my way.
Yeah, hang on a sec, Arthur. I might have just what you're looking for.
He ain't here, Rowley. Have you tried his car lock?
No, he's not there.
What about his lockup?
I've tried it.
Well, if he shows, I'll get him to give you a bell.
Tell him it's important.
Yeah, it's important. All right.
I still can't believe that Arthur parted with 7.5 for those chairs.
Genuine antiques, Terry. He's had a right good deal. Take my word for it.
How much they stand you in for?
About a monkey, I suppose.
A beautiful pair of Regency chairs, Mr. Collins. What? Yeah, of course I can. What time? No, that's no problem. Right, will do. Bye.
OK, Arthur?
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Yeah, what shall I tell Rowley Poley if he calls again?
Tell him not to worry, I'm working on it.
How? If Terry's giving you a blank.
Listen, that ingrate is not the only muscle on the plot. I'll think of someone.
Bit clubby in here, isn't it?
I'll nip down the stairs then, all right?
OK, mate.
Well. This could be very interesting.
What are you doing? What's happening? There's something I've got to tell you. What are you doing? You did what?
Well, I was going to tell you, honest.
Oh, do you for this, Charlie? So help me. Listen, this is
Nico,
not
don't get
good, mate.
upset.
Don't get upset.
We can
What
get
are you
out of it.
talking
Just
about?
listen to me.
No one saw us yesterday, Till. No one, I guarantee.
How do you know that? You can't possibly know that, can you? I mean, they could have been looking out the windows or anything.
No, I was watching. All the time I was watching. Well, I would be, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but it don't matter, does it? I mean, how hard is it for them to check up with the estate agent and find out about the cock-up with the keys, eh?
I told you, the bird's gone on holiday. She won't even be about for a fortnight. All we've got to do is front it out. What we're doing now is totally legit. Let them think what they like. What can they prove?
And what happens if they check the shop?
There's nothing there, is there, Arthur? At the last of it.
Oh, good day, madam. I am Detective Sergeant Rycott from this.
Oh, God.
What?
It's only Rycott, isn't it?
Who?
Detective Bleaton Sergeant Rycott.
What, you mean you know him?
Oh, yeah, I know him. And he knows me and all.
Well, that could be handy. Can it be straightened?
Oh, yeah, he can be straightened, but not by you and me, son. There is nothing he'd like better than to nick me. And Arthur, for that matter.
Look, Till, don't panic.
Don't panic. I want to break your bleeding
All
neck.
right,
Put me in
stay
this.
calm.
Listen, I'll tell you what, look, why don't we just sneak out the back now while he's busy, OK?
Oh, leave off. What about me van? It's out the front. It's a dot on the card. They've taken the number of it. Keep calm. Let me do the talking, right?
Yeah.
Take those pictures off the wall. Look busy. Yeah?
Police.
Oh, Anything I can do for you, officer?
I understand you're removing furniture from this flat. I wonder if you'd mind if I...
Hello, Mr. Rycott. I thought I recognised those dulcet tones.
Yeah, this is a clearance job. I can
Really
prove
embarrassing, this. I mean, if we just stop and have a chat, can explain it all, can't we?
I shall sue for false arrest, you know.
You are not being arrested.
Well, then what
you
are
have
you do-
volunteered to come down to the station and help us with our inquiries.
Volunteer? What are you
Of course.
talking
Now,
about?
shut
Well,
up
this
and
is a-
get in now.
Oh, well, I'll listen. All right, all right.
Okay, all right.
Leave it to me, eh? I'll do the talking. It'll be all right, eh?
I mean, craftsmanship like this deserves a proper setting, don't you agree? I mean, the right ambience, which is why I naturally thought of you and your beautiful new home. I mean, these are not chairs just for flopping your weary in. I mean, these are works of art. I mean, they're handmade.
How much?
Well, I know what I could get for them. I stuck them in an auction at Sotheby's. But as quick turnover and small profit is my motto, and as a personal favour to you, shall we say 1,800 a pair?
Shall we say thank you for your offer and good day?
You're a hard man to do business with, Mr. Collins. All right, 1,700 cash and I forget the VAT.
I don't intend to haggle, Mr. Daly. 1,500, take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Thought you might. Well, bring them in and I'll write you a check.
Arthur? Well, anything you're mixed up in automatically involves Arthur, doesn't it?
I'm not mixed up in anything. And for your information, I don't graft with Arthur anymore.
Oh, that'll be the day.
It is the day. The week, permanently.
Oh, had a little falling out, have we, Terry?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. I told you I work with Charlie Pope now.
Since when?
A few days.
So you were with him yesterday, then?
Yeah.
All day?
Yeah. Well, no, not all day, no.
When, then?
Well, whenever he was in the shop.
When was that?
When was what?
When was he in the shop?
When he wasn't out of it.
What time was he there?
Well, I don't know. He comes backwards and forwards, doesn't he?
How often?
Look, it's a shop, not a ship. I don't log him, do I?
And you were there all day?
Yes.
Can you prove it?
Can you prove I wasn't?
I intend to, McCann. I intend to. The name of the estate agent?
John Rawlins.
Address?
8 Carrisford Road, Shepherd's Bush.
I take it you have no objection if we search your premises?
No, none at all. Provided I'm present. But I wouldn't want any fitted furniture now, would I?
I don't like them.
Don't like them?
No,
But how can you not like them, Mrs. Collins? I mean,
I just don't.
Well, I do.
Well, you might have consulted me first.
You weren't here.
Well, would it have made any difference if I were?
Abigail, whether you like them or not, they're damn fine chairs.
And a very good investment, Mrs. Collins, in these days of rampant inflation.
Oh, is that so, Mr. Daly? Ah, don't you mean rampant profiteering?
Nonsense, darling. They're a bargain.
A steal, Mr. Collins. A steal.
Of course I know Arthur Daly. But I've never done any business with him.
No, that is not what McCann says.
Oh, really? I'll tell you what. You show me a statement where Terry says I've done business with Arthur.
Don't get lemon with me, Pope.
Then don't take me for a mug, Sergeant.
My pleasure, Mr. Collins, my pleasure. And if I should come across any more articles of the antique persuasion, you'd be interested, would you?
Possibly, Mr. Daly. Possibly.
Good, good. I'll have a word with my man, see what he can do.
I do hope you're not implying that I, or anyone with this agency, had anything to do with this unfortunate robbery, Sergeant.
Oh, well, not knowingly, sir.
Not in
but-
any shape or form.
You said yourself, sir, that you have keys to a number of the flats in the building.
Yes. That's because we've always handled the entire property for the owners. And as half the flats are only on short-term leases.
Well, couldn't there have been a mix-up then?
Mix-up?
Well, I mean, perhaps you gave Mr. Pope the keys to 9 instead of 6, by mistake, like.
I do not make that kind of mistake. And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say Mr. Pope was clearing flat 6 when you apprehended him?
Oh, yeah?
Then how in heaven's name did he gain entry if I didn't give him the right keys?
I don't know how I suffer you, Mellish. You're a cretin.
Sorry, Gov.
I don't believe some of this stuff. Do people actually buy it?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we get a lot of ex-coppers in. Wanted to furnish their retirement homes.
Keep it up, Pope. Keep it up. You can't hang about here, mate. Go on, back in the car and go, now.
Get out of it.
Rycott's in there turning the place over looking for bent gear.
So, what's that got to do with me?
The chairs that you bought off Charlie are rookie.
Oi!
You know nothing and he knows we've had a ruck.
Well, well. Well, well, Mr. Rycott. Fancy meeting you here. You, keeping well?
Oh, very well, Arthur.
Oh, well. That's, well...
What might you be doing here?
Wasted journey. Came round to have a word with him.
Yeah, well, you've had your word on your bike.
Yeah, all right, all right.
We're finished,
Yeah,
I told you that, all right?
Bloody ingrate. Try and help people, keep them on the straight and narrow, and what do you get? Knife between the blades. And there's another one. Just because I'm out of town for a little while on business, sneaks behind my back and nicks me labour force.
I'm not your bleeding labour force.
I'm not interested in your petty squabbles. And what is more, my unerring instinct, my infallible instinct, tells me it's all a load of cobblers.
Gross is what I call it, gross. You've both taken flagrant and outrageous liberties putting me on offer with Rycott like
I
this.
was talking about taking bleeding liberties, eh?
I do not jeopardise my friends' freedom by deceiving them into buying hooky merchandise.
Oh, not you, Arthur, no, of course.
Oh, no, I suppose you're on their side.
The way I see it, Arthur, we've got no choice but to all be on the same side.
Yeah, and it seems to me that I'm the only one who gets zilch out of this, and I'm the only one who's going to get their collar felt.
And it seems to me you three hurling abuse at each other ain't going to solve nothing. The thing is, what are you going to do to sort it?
Well, why should I do anything? I didn't plunder no flat, they did.
What's all this they? He did.
Ignorance is no excuse where the law's concerned, Terry. As your solicitor will be quick to point out to you when...
When? Yeah, when what, eh? When you're beside me in the dock for receiving and selling stolen furniture?
I don't think that is likely to happen. Not unless you're planning to add grassing to your list of credits.
Oh, I'm a grass now, am I?
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
I would be. What?
Cool it, Charles, cool it. Arthur, that was out of order.
All right, I'm sorry, I take it back. All right, we may be having our little differences at the moment. I know you wouldn't put me up to plod.
Thank you very much.
But you are getting far too emotional these days, Terry. Far too emotional.
Emotional, me? What are you...
Oh, come on, you two. Calm down. Dave's right. Blaming each other ain't going to cure any headaches we might get.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway, I can't see what all the hassle's about. The way I see it, this Rycott's going to have to get more than lucky to prove anything against us.
I don't know about that. He can be a tenacious basket once he thinks he's on to something.
Oh, that's so true.
Do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Oh, please, you're the only one with any sense round here.
Well, it seems to me it shouldn't be too difficult to reclaim that gear and return it to the bird's flat.
Oh,
don't be on the QT, of course.
I'll leave off.
Hold on, he might be right.
What would be the point?
Well, the point is that you can't be nicked for theft if the goods are in the possession of the rightful owner.
What about if it comes on top while we're returning it?
Well, the worst they can do you for is depriving the rightful owner of her goods for a short period of time. Now, that's a misdemeanour. A fine at the worst. But this other, and that is theft. And that means bird for any one of you three.
I think he's right.
He's not right.
Well, I say he is. What do you say, Charlie?
Oh, I don't know, Tom. But, well, as soon as it's down to me for putting you in it, sort of, I'll give it a whirl.
Now, listen, this mate of yours you knocked the gear out to, will he give it back?
Oh, yeah. He knows it's hooky, so he normally sticks it away for a bit before he gets rid of it.
Yeah, well, my man won't be quite so accommodating. He's embarrassingly straight.
Well, it's even more reason to aim the chairs once he knows they're crooked, isn't it?
Look, when I say straight, Terry, I mean as in over-scrupulous. No. He'll be straight on a trumpet to plod.
Well, you'll have to think of something else then, won't you? Won't you?
Defective? Yes, I found it out from a man who sold them to a man who sold them to a man who sold them to me.
Nothing is wrong. Those chairs are in perfect condition.
Well, it's something to do with worm in the wickerwork.
Mr. Daly, I'm not interested in selling those chairs back to you, and even if I was, I certainly wouldn't pay the price I paid. They're worth at least £500 more than that.
£500?
I don't want to seem rude, Mr. Daly, but I am in rather a hurry. Goodbye.
£2,000?
At least.
I let you have them for practically nothing then, didn't I?
Yeah, because you knew they were nicked and I didn't.
And how much did you knock them out to him for then, eh?
No, that is immaterial, Terence.
I don't think so. How much? You don't want me to get moody, do you?
Well, as a matter of fact, 1,500.
15?
But that doesn't alter the fact that the man refuses point blank to sell them back to me. Now, we've got to think of something else.
Well, come on, what?
God knows.
Yeah, what about his missus?
What about her?
Well, you, mentioned the fact that she didn't like the chairs.
Yeah.
So how about if Terry tries to get into her?
Do what? Get into... You are talking about a woman whose husband I do business with.
What's that got to do with it? With Terry's natural talent for chatting up the ladies, he could go over
What
there
are you
and...
talking about? What am I, some kind of bleeding gigolo or something? There's this bird who I've never even seen. I'm supposed to give her a good seeing to, then say, for the use of my body, I claim £2 worth of antique chairs.
Well?
What are you, radio rental?
Yeah, it's very distasteful indeed, Terry. In spite of the fact that she is a very attractive lady who I'm sure would not be averse to a bit of rough trade.
I tell you what, why don't you give her one then,
I said
eh?
rough.
Yeah, if you've got a
I
memory.
don't think I could.
If I didn't see you run in, take her out.
Don't start all
will
this
ya?
again. Listen, I think I've got an idea how we're going to get those chairs back without any of us putting our faces on offer.
Well, come on.
Bill and Ben, the corner men.
The what?
A couple of pals of mine, dynamite con artists. They'll want a nice drink, mind.
How much?
200.
Each.
That's a bit strong, isn't it?
It comes out of the earner we had on the chairs anyway.
That's right, and for staying out of the shovel, it's cheaper after price, isn't it?
And half is what we went up from.
So come on, one of you, pay the man.
I ain't hold it. You'll have to oblige, Arthur. I'll weigh in with the other half when Bill and Ben deliver.
I'm afraid there's no doubt about it, madam. These are the chairs, all right.
Oh, but that's ridiculous. They can't be stolen. My husband would never buy... I mean, he bought these chairs in good faith from Mr. Daly. I was here at the time.
Mr. Daly, madam?
Yes, he's a business acquaintance of my husband. But surely if you knew the chairs were here...
We're acting on information received anonymously, madam. But we'd certainly like to interview this Mr. Daly. Do you know where we can get in touch with him?
I've got his business card somewhere in my bag, I think. Yes, there.
How well do you know this, Mr. Daly?
Oh, hardly at all. My husband's bought a couple of cars from him. But I can hardly believe that he would knowingly sell my husband's stolen property. I mean,
You may be right, madam. He could have been duped. But we're still going to have to check it out. In the meantime, I'm afraid we're going to have to take these chairs with us.
Take the chairs with you.
Don't worry, madam. We'll give you a receipt.
Thanks, chaps. Well appreciated.
You didn't half gone about Arthur a bit.
So we get a bit of egg. They'll have a job to prove anything now, won't they?
You right then?
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers, chaps.
Pleasure. Lovely. Don't worry.
Anytime.
Arthur?
Arthur.
What, now?
Now.
But why?
Because, Arthur, it's the same time of day as when we took the gear, so there's a good chance no one will be there now.
Well, look, can't you two do it? I can't do any humping, you know. I've got this back.
Look, you just keep watch while we do the humping.
Oh, my God, I just remembered. I've got an appointment with my chiropodist.
Shut up.
No, look, I've got these dodgy plates.
Get
If we have to have it on our toes, I'll be a terrible handicap to you.
eh?
Good God, Abigail, how could you have been so bloody naive?
But they were so convincing. They even showed me their identification cards.
You heard who I was talking to just then. That was the local chief inspector, and he knows nothing about any investigation into stolen antique chairs, or even less about your two bogus policemen.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's a bit late for that. No, I suppose you didn't. Get your coat. We've got to go down to the police station.
What for?
They want us to make a statement and to give them any details that might be of help.
No. We've got to get in, haven't we? No, but it's damaged, the eyes. Can't you Lloyd it or something?
Don't be stupid. You can't Lloyd a mortise, can you?
Of course I can't.
Come on, hurry up.
Oh, there you are, Gov. Yes, Mellish, here I am. What is it?
And Inspector Williams of Wimbledon CID has been on the phone making inquiries about Arthur Daly.
And?
I told him I'd get you to phone him back.
Well, did he say what it's in connection with?
I think you're going to love this, Gov.
for God's sake. I hate working in the field.
You couldn't help, I suppose, could you?
I've done my knee in.
Just open the door, shut up. Did Daly tell you where he obtained these chairs?
Well, no.
And you never thought to ask?
Well, why on earth should I?
Sergeant, if you buy something from someone you have no reason to suspect isn't reputable, it's hardly customary to ask them how they acquired their stock, is it?
Why do you think he wanted to buy the chairs back, officer?
Well, I imagine it's because he realised that they're more valuable than he thought.
Yes. And when you refuse to sell them back to him, he gets the bright idea to employ a couple of con artists who come down here and deceive your wife into parting with him for nothing.
Oh, come on, for God's sake, you brought the stuff back. You don't have to polish it as well.
Don't be such a dummy, Arthur. What do you want us to do? Leave our fingerprints all over the place?
Oh, my God. Have you done the chairs?
Yeah.
We've got that slippery old sod bang to rights this time, Mellish.
That I'll believe when I see it.
You know, I sometimes get an uneasy feeling you actually like Arthur bloody Daly.
Well, life wouldn't be quite the same without Arthur on the manor, would it, Gov?
Are you quite sure you're cut out to be a police officer, Mellish?
Hey, Tell, you sure you don't want to stay grafting with me?
Thanks, but no thanks. No, I've had enough first-hand experience of the second-hand game.
Yeah, too right he has. He's back on the firm with me, where it can be protected against lunatics like you. Nothing personal.
Arthur, you're dynamite. No hard feelings, Tell. See you around.
Yeah, go on your bike.
Oh, and Arthur, don't forget to get your story right for when Rycott gives you a tug.
Yeah. When Rycott gives me a tug, what's he talking about?
Well, you don't have to be Einstein to work it out, do you? And pre-warned is pre-armed, as we say.
I'm not with you.
You will be, son, you will be.
Don't sit there giving me that stupid, innocent routine, Arthur. Do I look like a complete idiot?
Well, no, not a complete one. But I mean, the point is, I do not understand your reasoning in this matter. I mean, yes, I did sell Mr. Collins a pair of tatty old antique chairs.
Tatty? Who said anything about tatty?
Well, the ones I sold him certainly were. I mean, Terry will verify that, won't you?
No, yeah, they were definitely a bit soapy, yeah.
How would you know you weren't there when he sold them?
I've seen them before, haven't I?
Oh, yeah? Where?
In Arthur's lockup. They've been hanging around for ages, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've had them so long I can't even remember where they came from. A job lot of rubbish I bought in, I suppose.
Rubbish? Rubbish? You sold them to Collins for £1,500.
Yeah, I mean, he can verify that for you.
He already has, Arthur. How the hell do you think I know?
And did he tell you what a good deal he got?
Good deal.
And how I'd actually tried to buy them back from him once I found out what their true value was. Did he tell you that and all?
Of course he bloody did. That is why you are sitting here now, on the point of being charged with stealing them.
Stealing them? Stealing what, Mr. Rycott?
Stealing the pair of Regency chairs, which just happened to be identical to a pair almost certainly stolen by Pope and you, McCann.
Hold on. Look, I do hope, with all due respect, Mr. Rycott, you've got more than just your own suspicions to back up this load of old codswallop.
And I must, in all conscience, Mr. Rycott, support Terry in his doubts about the positive nature of the evidence you are holding, lest we err into the area of litigation. And that could be very tacky indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but there's a phone call. And Miss Turner says it's very important.
Right. I will be back.
He seems a bit upset. Got umpty tummy or something? Or a bit of domestic trouble?
Something like that, Arthur.
I put it down to the terrible hours you lads have to work to get a crust. Don't you, Terry?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's thin blue line, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, stretched to breaking point out there they are, you know. All to hold back the growing forces of villainy.
Very good indeed.
It weren't bad, was it?
No.
You're not listening to me, Sergeant. I told you I've been broken into, not robbed. On the contrary.
What do you mean your furniture's back? It can't be back.
Are you calling me a liar, Sergeant?
No, I'm sorry. Are you sure? I mean...
Of course I'm sure.
Does that include the pair of Regency chairs?
Yes.
knows it, I know. We all bloody know it.
Dear Lord.
Please, Mr. Rycott, you're embarrassing us. Where's your dignity? I mean, think what this unseemly display of emotion might do for discipline. Come, Terence, we have work to do.
I'll have you, Daly. One of these days I'll have you. And you, McCann.
Well, come on, then, work. What work?
Oh, yeah, you know, that job I told you about for, Roly-Poly Peter. 50 solves for 10 minutes of your time.
50? No, hold on, you said 200.
Ah, no, that was when you were a market leader and Labour was thin on the ground.
Eh?
You see, Terry, it's all a question of supply and demand.
Oh,
I mean,
don't start all
look,
that
you
again.
must realise how
Shut
many
up, get in
people
the
there
car,
are
you get in,
available
get in.
to do a job like this. I mean, there's 3 million unemployed. Roly, how could you? I thought you said you'd given up being hard case. You've gone respectable.
To be respectable, you've got to be respected, Arthur. Isn't that right, Terry?
Yeah, that's right, Rowley. It looks like you haven't forgotten how to get it either.
Yeah, well, I got tired of waiting for Arthur to turn up with you, so I done 'em cunning from behind, just as they come through the door.
Yeah, but we had a verbal contract. A fee had been agreed. I think a little honourable compensation is in order.
Turn it in. You ain't done nothing.
That's right, Rowley don't need our help anymore. I mean, these aren't going to give him any more ag, are they?
Oh, what?
Well, they're breathing, yeah. Do you want to get them down the stairs?
Yeah, for a small fee, of course. Mr. Collins, how nice to see you. Oh, I suppose you've come about that unfortunate misunderstanding over the chairs.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't tell you how shocked I was when Mr. Rycott told me what had happened. I don't know what to say.
Please don't bother, Mr. Daly. I also had a chat with Sergeant Rycott, who gave me some very sensible advice. This is the cheque for my wife's coat.
You've already given me one.
No, I phoned the bank and stopped payment on that one. You'll notice that cheque's for £2,000 less. What you might call criminal compensation. Good day, Mr. Daly.
Arthur. Put it there, mate. Come on, come on. It's really good to be back on the firm.
Oh, it's nice of you to say that, Terence.
Listen, would you teach me how to be a winner like you?
Terry!
Hello?
I've been trying to get hold of you for days. Where is he?
Who?
The great man, numero uno. Arthur Daly's giving me a blank.
No, it's about...
Golly's a lovely darling, fresh today, straight off the boat. So where is he? He's never at home. They're locked up, engaged all the time. I belled him at the club in the ante. Oh, you look knackered. What, you jogging?
Oh, I'm going to see the bank manager, aren't I? What do you want him for?
We're all going to be rich, Tel. Yeah.
Oh.
Tickets, capiche?
What are you on about?
Oh, this is the big one, Tel. I have been working on this for weeks. You'll be very impressed, I'm telling you.
What?
It's money in the bank. But see, it's too big for me. See, he's got the muscle, he's got you.
Yeah, he's not a gangster, though, you know.
No, but he's a name, he's a face.
25p.
You what, 25p? 15 pence for cash. Don't go in there, darling, they take liberties. Come on.
Hey, come on, behave yourself. You haven't had breakfast yet. Got more front of Selfridges, you have.
We can take over. We can break the monopoly. I'm not just talking about football, anything. Wimbledon, ballet at Covent Garden, boxing, Chelsea Flower Show.
What about Phil?
Who?
King of the touts. I mean, he's not going to abdicate, is he?
So what? He's had a good run. The king's dead. Boom, long live the new king. They've all got to go sometime, haven't they? See, I've got so many ideas and plans. I'm going to really get my act together while I'm away.
Well, where are you going?
I'm on bail, didn't you know? Crown Court next week. It's all right. My brief reckons 6 months. Hope my neck be a doddle. See, but that's why I've got to get this tickets thing settled.
I see, so you can go straight back in when you come out, eh?
No, this is what I'm telling you. It's all legal. They advertise it in the Times. I've got a scheme that will curl the great Arthur's hair.
Oh, sure.
Yes?
Yeah, a cup of tea, please.
And cappuccino, please.
That's coffee.
Anyway, I don't like young people. I certainly don't want to meet one of them.
He's not young people, he's a person, isn't he? He's not representative of the old generation.
Yeah, have you seen them?
Yeah, I've seen... Look, there's one there. There's another one. Oh, look at that one. That's a girl, that one.
You know what I mean. They think they know it all, don't they? They're slovenly, rude, opinionated.
Yeah, well, he reckons he's got Steve Benson in his pocket.
Oh, Benno?
Yeah, old Benno. Yeah, fair play, wasn't he?
Fair, he's brilliant. Have a few drinks the night before, he still pop a couple of goals in the net the next day. And this, what's his name?
Justin.
Oh. He reckons he knows Benno, does he?
Yeah, he gets about a bit.
Look, move it, superstar.
The ankle.
You can hobble to the bar.
None of you're buying them, darling.
Oi! This is supposed to be a training session.
Who told you that? I'll be back in a minute.
Who is he? An agent from Real Madrid? A media man?
He's me counsellor from AA.
You don't have to take all that, do you?
Yeah, I do. I can't even get the first team.
But they can't even lace your boots.
Yeah. What's the score with your man?
Daly, I've got to meet with him. That's why I've got to know about the deal.
I don't know.
He's well known. That's why I've got to know.
Right. I can get 2,000 tickets for the England-Scotland game. Cash on a nail, face value. You sell them on the open market for whatever you can get. You fix your own price.
Double, treble, even more, eh? The old jocks will rob banks to get them tickets.
Right. That's why it's big. I could be a marked man for this. I usually do business with Phil. I collect all the tickets from the players in London. But what do I get? Peanuts. He takes me for granted. Why should I make him richer? If I had the money, I'd buy the tickets myself. But I haven't. And you're potless.
Slightly embarrassed.
You're skint, Justin.
It happens to us all.
Look, I'm relying on you. I mean, I don't know the villains and gangsters. That's your game.
Bloody right, that's my game.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello.
May I take the cup, please?
There he is up there. Well, playing the piano.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Mills.
Come here, Star. The great man, Il Sino Daly. Numero uno.
You what?
I tell you what, this is one of the greatest days of my life. Come sit there, come sit there. Glass of Suave? And how did I know you like Suave, eh? I didn't know. I just knew.
Arthur, this is Justin.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
Cool, Arthur. Lay back. See that? He's sizing me up, the old fox, eh?
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I still can't believe it. Me sitting with you, Arthur. I mean, you don't mind me calling you Arthur, do you, Arthur? No, of course not.
No, that's perfectly all right.
Justin.
Justin.
And I'll tell you what, in my book, you are an hero. I mean, you're up there with the stars. Bogey, Edward G, George Raff. Did you know him?
Who?
George Raff, when he came to London.
Oh, yeah, we had a few words, you know.
Yeah, I'll bet, eh? And I've also said to Terry, I said, Terry, you are privileged to work with Arthur Daly.
When did you say that?
Oh, I told you dozens of times. See, you can help me, Arthur. You've got it all, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience. See, me, I'm just starting on the ladder. A mere apprentice. It's like Leonardo da Vinci. Now, he had the idea, the grand design, and he had all these other wallies, well, like apprentices, who'd paint in a nose or a tree or a bit of sky. But you see, they was learning, which is why I'm grateful to break bread with you, Arthur.
Yeah, well, talking of bread, any chance of seeing a menu?
Oh, sorry, Tel, I do go on a bit, don't I? Mario?
Just a bit.
See, the trouble is, you do not understand ambition, Terence. The kind of advice I can give this young man, you do not get in colleges.
Signore, I want you to meet Mr. Daly. A man of respect, if that's the expression.
Uomo rispettato. After Daly, then I am delighted to meet you. Many people talk about you.
Oh, really?
After Daly, I would rather have you in my restaurant than Igor Norroni. Please, enjoy yourself.
What a nice man.
Ah, he's a diamond, old Mario.
It's just as well, isn't it? His partner was after you a year ago. You sold him a Merc.
Who?
His partner, what's his name? Angelo. Yeah, the one who sent you a solicitor's letter.
As usual, you got it all wrong, haven't you? That man had a little cafe in the Harrow Road. Anyway, I was like to know it was stolen. Judge said I was a mere prawn in the game.
And the jury said you were a prune.
I still got all for the £300 fine, though, didn't I?
See, this is it, Arthur. You can help me. You know all the dodges. You are a total, thorough, unmitigated rogue. And that's why I admire you.
Got him in one.
I think I'll just have the spaghetti bolognese. Now, I understand you've got an offer that I may have to reject.
No, Arthur.
Suddenly, I don't hear from you.
Yeah, well, I've been busy.
What are you talking about? You don't even play. I don't even see your name in the papers anymore. We had a meet last week, so what's going on? You didn't show. I've been very generous to you, Benno.
Oh, yeah? Who are you kidding?
But most people don't want to know about you. But I'm a sentimentalist. I can remember when you was a fine player.
How would you know?
But don't get clever with me. We need to have a serious discussion about the Tartan army.
Yeah, well, I'm having negotiations with other people.
What people? There are no other people. There's Keith Prowse and me. If McEnroe wants briefs for Wimbledon, he comes to me, and he's playing there. Don't give me all that stuff about other people.
Yeah, well, they're well connected.
Connected with who?
They're top men.
What's that supposed to mean? They got a sauna club in Upper Norwood?
They've got muscle.
You want to know about muscle? Well, there's Cedric. And 100 more. Tell your friends that.
Old Benson's got a friend who works in the office at Wembley Stadium. And he's going to get 2,000 tickets for the England-Scotland match.
Nicked?
No. He's got to settle the books. Because you know now, you have to apply by post for the ticket. And you have to live in England. That's to stop the Scottish flooding the sacred turf.
Well, that's right. They were going to go to race relations, weren't they?
Yeah, anyway, he ignores some of these letters, and this is the beauty of it. He's going to keep 2,000 tickets. I mean, it's all legal. They don't mind as long as they get their dough. So I said to old Benno, I said, there's only one person who can handle this. Arthur Daly. I said, you got the contacts, you got the muscle, and you got the organisation. Sod Phil.
How much?
Well, so it's 2,000 tickets, £8 each, that's 16 grand, so a drink for him, 2 grand, so 18 grand.
How much?
18
No, I heard what you said.
No, I'd like to hear it again.
Well, I mean, you treble that in a week, even more.
You want me to lend you 18 grand?
No, Arthur, not lend. I mean, it's an investment, isn't it? We'll split the profit, and obviously you get the lion's share.
Oh, thank you very much, Tom.
Well, I thought you would have grabbed it. It's like printing money, isn't it?
The impetuosity of youth, eh? If you want to know about wisdom, my son, suss it out first. When anyone offers me a bargain, I know there's a catch.
There is no catch, honest.
That is the catch. When I hear the word honest, I reach for my solicitor.
Trust me.
Why?
Nah, you're right. Who needs trust? I'm being very naive.
You are indeed, my son.
But I'm learning now, ain't I? I've got 2,000 tickets for the England-Scotland match. Have you got any contacts in Scotland?
Of course I have.
No, I mean big.
Tell him.
What?
Well, tell him about Big Hamish.
Oh, him?
Well,
Well, he's Scottish, he's big. He's not called Jimmy. No, he's called Hamish. He's violent. He's
yeah,
a
never mind
right
about all
cleaning
that. He's a personal friend of mine. Top man, chairman of the board. Know what I mean?
Right, we'll phone him right now. Mario's got a phone.
He's a goer, isn't he? 18 grand?
I think he likes you.
Yeah. Some people do, you know.
You try to help, eh?
You always help people, Phil. You don't get credit for your charity work either.
True. People don't know about that, do they?
Well, that's because you're an anonymous benefactor.
Yeah, well, I don't get the credit for it.
I think you should get an OBE.
Orphans and widows and bloody distressed footballers. Who's his pal?
Young Justin, right lemon, flash kit. Got no formula.
Never mind, give him a pull.
Right.
Not a bad drop of Uramani, eh, that?
Yeah, the brandy's not bad either.
Hold up. Well, Hamish? Oh, yeah, sure. He was in the middle of his mince and totties, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Well, when he's had his rhubarb and custard, he'll hop on the Intercity, and there you go.
A result.
Justine, early days, eh? Salad.
We'd like to apologise to passengers who travel on this service.
You'll like Hamish. He's a bit of a rough diamond, but,
But what?
But, he's all right, you'll like him. And Justine, not too much rabbit, eh?
Stone. You're the governor.
Don't you forget it.
You booked him into a hotel?
No. I thought you could keep at your drums. OK?
No.
Terence, he's a colleague.
He growls.
You what?
He growls and he mutters. And then he attacks. I had 3 fights the last time he was down. That's the one, innit? Platform 7.
Yeah, look, it's here.
13:30 from Manchester, due to arrive at 16 now approaching the station.
Is that him?
Where? Nah.
Hey, looks like a growler.
Big enough. Where is he?
Are you Mr. Daly?
Oh, don't creep up on me like that.
I'm very furtive. Hamish couldn't come. I'm the open razor.
What?
Razor. You can call me Alasdair. Nice to meet you, Arthur.
Oh, nice to meet a friend of Hamish.
I'm afraid your man is unavoidably indisposed. He's in the hospital.
Never. What's he got?
2 broken legs, broken wrist, dislocated shoulder, multiple cuts and abrasions.
Oh, dear.
Street accident?
Aye, it was in the street. This your wee gang, then?
Oh, it's Terry. Justine.
Hamish says you're a good man to do business with.
Oh.
Umo Uno.
You what?
Talking to the top man, he's met them all. George Raft, Murder Incorporated. He is nationwide, coast to coast. You ain't talking to some little gobbles tearaway now. This is Arthur Daly, capiche?
Who is he?
He's with me.
OK, chaps. You're marking my card. Fine.
That's right. I mean, here we were, ready to welcome old Hamish, coughing and growling and spitting, and you turn up in the Alan Wicker gear. I mean, we just got to adjust, don't we?
Yeah, thank you, Justine.
Well, I mean, it's his attitude, isn't it? I mean, it's a seller's market.
I'm booked into the Holiday Inn, Swiss Cottage. You know the way, Mr. Daly?
Yeah.
See? He don't growl, do he?
Not yet. You mean we ain't on the firm?
Apparently not, no. It's all high finance now, isn't it?
Well, he ain't going to stitch us up, is he?
Who's us?
Me and Benson. I mean, he is honest, isn't he? The great man.
No.
Oh, now you tell me.
Well, work it out for yourself. He's been around a long time, Arthur, isn't he? He knows the worth of a pound. Anyway, I don't know what you're going on about. I mean, you had nothing yesterday, did you? And tomorrow, you might have a few bob. Fair enough, innit?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, I wouldn't worry about Arthur. It's the other bloke you should start thinking about.
Oh, that's a bit steep, Arthur. 35 grand. That's what, about £17.50 per ticket? Steep, Arthur, steep. My people won't like that.
Well, you've still got Andy Profit. But I mean, them jocks, some of them, they'd commit murder to get a ticket.
Aye, they would.
Oh, well, that was a figure of speech, obviously.
No. You got it right the first time.
Yeah, well, they do like their football, don't they?
Just for a second, let's forget about the tickets. I just want you to concentrate on the logistics of the big game, yes? Let's say that 10,000 or maybe 20,000 people, punters, are converging on Wembley from Scotland. Let us assume that each punter has in his pocket £100. That's a liberal assessment. This is an army on the move. £100 times 10,000 equals 1 million. A million, Arthur. I'm giving you that. All you've got to do is get the money out of their pockets. From the moment they cross the border, they're fair game. They've got to be fed, sheltered, and, more importantly, refreshed. It's a remarkable prospect, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
Tickets. Ha. How's your glass, Arthur?
Oh, well, yeah, I could handle a drop.
Tickets are a mere bagatelle. A drop in the limitless ocean which I have pictured for you. I am suggesting a huge exercise, a major operation. See Hamish. He was a small man. The days of the wild men are over. The world is ruled by accountants now, and a few entrepreneurs like yourself.
Do I assume I'm talking to an accountant?
You've got it in one, Arthur. We want to get together an attractive package. 2 nights in London, decent bed, continental breakfast, couple of hand-picked clubs, and a ticket for the game. People will pawn their videos to get to Wembley. At least let's make it worth their while. A weekend to remember, eh?
I like it. In fact, I'm very fond of it. Hey, a pal of mine has got 3,000 autographed photographs of Charlie Nicholas. I mean, that would make a good souvenir, wouldn't it?
Why not, Arthur? You're the kind of guy we need. You know this city. We can guarantee the bodies. All you have to do is bury them.
Are you suggesting partnership?
That's it. Mind you, I still have to see other people.
Well, like who?
Do you know a man called Phil?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Phil's all right if you want to go to the Royal Ballet. But if you want breeze for England, Scotland, I'm your man.
We've worked with him before. He says he can get any amount of tickets.
Does he?
Aye.
Yeah. Old Phil's a dreamer. He don't realise that I've taken over.
I like your confidence, Arthur. Are you ready to go to Glasgow, put the tickets on the table, meet my associate, shake hands?
Well, there are one or two details.
In principle, I mean.
Oh, yeah, in principle.
And Glasgow, maybe tomorrow.
Glasgow, eh?
The natives are quite friendly.
Yeah?
What's he doing?
We're over here. Arthur.
Sometimes I worry about him.
Where's he going? Hey! Hey, what are you doing?
No, I'm thinking, you know. Oil in the old grey matter. Considering things.
Come on, you can do that in a motor, can't you?
No, it's not the same. And young Justin giving me GBH of the year rolls.
I've never seen you think before.
Don't scoff. This is a command decision. You don't have these problems. Have you ever put your hand in your pocket and come out with 18 grand? Of course not. It's beyond your experience, isn't it?
I've had a pull by the Inland Revenue.
Yeah, what is that? 2 bob. They probably owe you if you play your cards right. No, I'm talking about real money.
Well, have you got it?
Of course I have. But that's not the point. My money is tied up.
Well, can't you get it out of the bank?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Mr. Bank Manager. I've got 2,000 Hooky football tickets. Hardly a kitchen extension or a new roof, is it? I've got to sell the tickets. You're borrowing my own dough. And what happens if Alistair's pals don't want to buy? Well, supposing they do, and we get hijacked on the way back.
Hijacked?
Anything could happen. Earthquake.
Do what?
What has happened to Hamish the Growler?
I don't know.
No, nobody knows. Which is why I'm schlepping round the environs of... Where are we?
Swiss Cottage.
Yeah. Thinking. So just leave me alone.
Well, do you want us to wait, then?
Well, obviously, I won't be thinking all day, will I?
Shouldn't think so.
Is Justin about?
Yeah, but he's in bed. Who are you, please?
No, not me, love. I'm a friend of Justin's. Me and Steve Benson.
Right, I'll give him a call. Justin! It's for you! Oh, he's like rigor mortis. I'm late for work, love.
Look, don't worry, Mrs. James. I'll give him a yell, eh?
Oh, will you? Because I'm going to miss my bus.
Yeah,
Thanks
go on.
very much.
Shut up.
See you, love.
All you ponces lay in bed all day. Look at you. And your poor mum has to go to work.
Who are you?
Who am I? I get up early in the morning, son, and then I start hitting people. I work for old Phil. I bet you don't work.
I'm self-employed.
Oh, yeah. What, as a thief? You're thieving my livelihood, son. I mean, Benson tells me you're a go-between. The missing link. He don't know who he is. You tell me, who is he?
Numero uno.
Who's he?
He's gonna slaughter you and your governor.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna smother you with your puffy quilt.
If I told you, you'd be out of here in 2 seconds.
Try me.
Arthur Daly.
Arthur Daly.
See, you're worried now, aren't you?
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna wet myself.
You wouldn't say that to his face.
Why not?
Because you wouldn't.
I would, son. To him and his punch-drunk pal, and all his relatives, his creditors who are many and his debtors who are few, the whole lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you better believe it, kid. Now, why don't you be a good boy?
Tell me all about it.
What's all this about, Theo?
Well, it's a graph. Assets, capital, deposits. It's keeping customers happy.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
I don't know. Looks good, doesn't it?
Brilliant. Yeah, I went to that other place of yours first, the bank.
Oh, no, not anymore.
Huh?
Only run a bank for a year, Arthur. Otherwise, the fraud squad gets busy. It's a property company now, timeshare. You don't want an apartment in a baronial castle in Wales, do you?
Whereabouts?
We don't know yet. Take a pew. I hope you don't want a mortgage, do you?
No. No, tell me, is this a good earner?
Good. I'll tell you what. It's going so well, I'm thinking of turning it into an honest business.
Never.
Not really. But you see, you know this for yourself. There are those who take and those who are taken. It's all greed. Now, we offer a good rate of interest. We're competitive. We're leading the field. If the other societies have to put up their rates, that's to the good of the public, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. But you don't pay out.
That's something different, Arthur. I'm talking about the principle. We give good value, you see.
Yes, I believe. And I understand you're financing some projects.
You do understand that this is not an investigation. I'm trying to elicit information. The thing is, we've lost track of you, Mr. McCann.
Really?
How would you describe your occupation?
Well, it's tricky, really, isn't it? I mean, it's just odds and ends, you know.
Self-employed?
Well, I'll get by, yeah.
Freelance, right?
Oh, I don't know.
What I'm trying to get at is your income, you know, haphazard it may be.
No, well, that's the word, actually. I'd use that. Haphazard. I don't know.
Let's better try another tack. You haven't got a PAYE code number.
What's that?
Precisely. Oh, well, ignore that then. Unemployment benefit. Social Security supplementary benefit. You don't contribute to national insurance, or as we used to call it, stamping your cards.
No, no.
Mortgage, HP, credit card, pension fund. You've cracked it, haven't you?
Beg your pardon?
The system. You haven't got a number. You're not a statistic. You're a spirit, a spectre. They hardly know about you. Where were you when they did the census?
I was out.
I bet you were. Thank you, Helga. They're amazing, aren't they? The best legs in the Department of Inland Revenue. And not a bad typist either. You know what you are, Mr. McCann? The Invisible Man. And where's your identity? What happens if we have a war? You'll dodge it. We've been after you for 7 years. During that period, you must have had some job.
Well, let me put it like this. I mean, take last week, for example, right? 2 nights, I was minding a boozer. They thought there might be a bit of bother, you know. Well, for that, I got 15 quid a night, a couple of sandwiches and a beer. I mean, you don't need an accountant for that, do you?
What are you saying? Are you a kind of itinerant bodyguard?
Well, yeah, sort of odd job man, you know.
Daily. Daily. Does that mean anything?
Sorry, what was the name?
Money's the game, Arthur. Now, my lips are sealed, but 4 characters who hadn't 2 bob between them put up a scheme. Have you got any collateral, I asked. A safe fort, they said. Well, you couldn't get any better collateral than that, could you? They wanted 12 grand for the laser welding equipment and the protective clothing. A first-class investment, I thought. As it was, I got it back in 3 weeks. Right, now what's your problem?
Wembley tickets. England, Scotland. And I do not need any welding equipment.
Okay. 3.25% per day.
5% for 3 days.
That's a bit strong, Arthur.
Well, I'm not going to knock you, am I?
It's never been known. One way or another, we always get paid.
No, Theo. We are friends.
No, Arthur, we are acquaintances. 3% for 48 hours, and then 3.25 per day. OK.
Yes, Mr. Daly. Apparently you're his gardener.
His what?
Gardener. As in Percy Thrower. He was unavailable that week.
He hadn't even got a bleeding garden.
Oh, really?
No, but mind you, he has got a very big balcony. Yeah, he likes daffodils and busy lizards, things like that. He likes horticultural things, you know.
Minding the flowers, eh?
That's it, you got it in one, yeah. How much do I get?
Let's have a look. Ah, yes, the financial year, April 1982, £1,500. That's more or less £30 a week. It's creeping up, isn't it? What with the occasional stint at a boozer and other odds and ends, suddenly you find you're liable to pay tax. Unless you want to say that Mr. Daly is falsifying his claims and books.
No, look. Now, what do you call me earlier? An itinerant bodyguard, right? Well, sometimes I double up as a sort of freelance troubleshooter gardener.
You're long enough, weren't you?
Was I?
This is a very important day today. I put my life on the line.
Clothesline, was it? In the garden?
Eh?
Give us a large whiskey, mate.
You don't drink whiskey.
No, I'll tell you what, make it a treble.
No, we've got no time for that. We're on a tight schedule.
Now, does your garden grow, eh? You owe me 1,500 sobs.
What are you talking about?
Your trusty old retainer. Me, the one with manure on his wellies, the gardener. Only you've been a bit too clever this time, Sunshine. You've been sussed. Well, come on, pay the man.
So,
cheers, Arthur.
You didn't grass on me, did you?
Of course not. Anyway, what do you know about grass, eh? You haven't even got a bleeding garden, have you? You put me right in it. Right in the compost. Funny thing is, of course, you'll get away with it, won't you? But I won't. I'm being assessed now, aren't I? There's forms, letters, appeals. I was on a right result and all, then the geezer came up with your annual financial statement. Now, that's got to be the greatest story ever told, isn't it?
Look, you don't understand.
I understand 1,500 sobs.
You're getting a drink out of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, make it a watering can full.
Look, it is more important that I should be solvent than you.
Who says?
I do. And I am the brains in this organisation, remember?
Now, I'll tell you what you should remember.
Oh, have a look. What?
Those legs. Should get a Nobel Prize.
Honestly, look, we're talking about important matters and all you can rabbit on about is legs. Is that the only topic that exercises your mind?
Oh, I like Bristols and all.
No wonder you're bottom of the heap. Handyman, occasional gardener. A civilian Terence. An ordinary, everyday Wally. Careful. Brings back fond memories, eh, Benno?
Yeah.
I was always a great fan of yours. I never understood why Greenwood didn't make more use of you.
Bit of an expert, are we?
What? Oh, yeah. I know them all. Mooro, Greavesy, Bawley and Bestie, Dobbo, Robbo, Sniffer, Chopper. Oh, yeah, I know them all.
Groucho and Harpo.
Who did they play for? Audience?
Bit of a jester, eh, Benno? All right. Where do we go to meet the man with his tickets?
In his office. You give me the money, and I give it to him. I'm in and out in 3 minutes.
What? I don't even get to meet him?
Well, he's a bit worried.
He's worried? Oh, that is lovely, isn't it? I've got to let you have 18 grand in cold blood.
Benny, you nearly killed that geezer.
So? What is more important, life or money?
Give us the money. No. You'll have to stay here.
Hold on. Arthur's a bit worried about you.
Come on, Teddy. We're both on the same side. Teddy, let's go.
Is that them?
We've cracked it.
Coming.
Anyone follow you out?
No. Stop worrying, will you?
Stop worrying. Gold dust. Do you know what these are worth?
Now, go on.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But when them little jocks see these, they'll start drooling.
Drooling a bit yourself, aren't you?
Well, why not? This is the easy bit, eh? Now it's off to bonny Scotland.
I don't want to go to Scotland.
Well, you don't come to Scotland, you don't get weighed in.
Well, why?
Why? Because you're our credibility, that's why. They don't take no prisoners up there, you know. What chances will we have with 2,000 tickets?
No chance.
We'd all end up wearing blue circle overcoats and being taken for a paddle in the Clyde. No, Benno. For the next few days, it's down to man-to-man marking. They're good, these, aren't they? They use them up in Scotland when they're shooting.
What do you mean? We don't shoot in Glasgow?
No. They use razors and bottles and knives and that, don't they?
No. I mean, up, you know, in the lochs and the braes and the Alps. The lairds with their estates when they're shooting the grouse and the pheasant and the smoked salmon.
Nah, these are used for pulling birds, not shooting them.
Terry, oh, come on, get a move on. Give him a shout.
All right.
Number 14.
I know.
Sorry about him, Alistair.
So whose bright idea was it to go to Scotland, then?
Ah, no, it's only for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah. I'm usually at work, but when he's out the house, I try and relax a little bit. It's nice and quiet. More trouble, I suppose.
Well, no, I hope not.
No, it's trouble.
You worried about him?
But he's so restless. I mean, why can't he just be unemployed like everyone else? Yeah, I'm worried. You do know he's on remand, don't you?
Well, yeah. But he seems fairly optimistic. I mean, he reckons he'll only get 6 months.
Well, I would be only delighted if you got 2 years.
Oh, come on, you don't mean that.
Oh, don't I? Listen, if he's palled up with Arthur Daly, he'll wind up with 10, that's for sure.
Oh, you know Arthur, do you?
Oh, yeah. Years ago. Right, Jack the lad in. Bit like my Justin. Mind you, I was only a kid at the time. I worked at the Cabaret Club in Jermyn Street. Didn't have a lot of luck, though. I was the hat check girl. Suddenly, everyone stopped wearing hats.
Yeah, well, Arthur still does, of course.
Yeah. And then I was a cigarette girl. Suddenly, everyone stopped smoking. That's when I decided to have my Justin. Seemed a good idea at the time. Yeah, do you want a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. No, it's a bit early for me.
Sorry, Sal. I forgot I didn't have a bag. Nice, isn't it? It's Gucci.
Yeah, it's lovely. Come on your toes.
Yeah, on a minute. Oh, that's a bit tasty, Sal.
What?
The old shag wagon.
Oh, yeah. Arthur thinks it's for hunting, shooting and fishing, doesn't he?
Oh, they're cute.
Let's go around the side.
Oi, did you go before you came out, Justin? It's a very long trip. Ha ha. Got your passport, Terry? Had your phrase book? What are you on about? You're all foreigners from now on. Nobody speaks English north of Tottenham. Did your mum ever tell you that?
Are we going to follow them all the way? They got to stop sometime for a pee or whatever. I think I'll have a word with Mr. Daly then.
It's your inaugural visit to Spaghetti Junction, is it, Arthur?
Inaugural. Very funny, Terence. I'm telling you, we should have stayed on the M1. Everybody knows the M1 goes to Scotland.
Yeah, but not to Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Daly's Magical Mystery Tour, eh?
I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town. There's something the matter with Glasgow, 'cause it's going round and round. I'm only a common working man, as anyone else can see. But when I've had a couple of drinks on a Saturday, Glasgow belongs to me. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, over the sailors cry. Carry the lad, what's born a big king.
they slowed down for?
I think they got a bit of trouble.
Oh, good.
You've overeaten it. You've gone and broken it.
Talking about it's a pile of rubbish in the first place. That's why you haven't been able to sell it.
Look, get in here, where the service is.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Can you have a look at this, Squire?
Gasket.
You haven't had a look at it yet?
Gasket. That thermostat.
Look, Squire, I'm trade. How long?
Couple of hours.
The engine was as good as the people. I'm going to Scotland.
You in the air?
I told you, Squire, I'm trade.
Yeah, well, it'll still be 2 hours. I've got to get the spares. There ain't another garage for 22 mile.
I tell you what, Squire, it'll be nice drinking it for you.
Oh, tar. Oh, it'll be about an hour and 50 minutes.
Tar.
What's all that Squire stuff?
Well, we're up north, aren't we? I like all that rustic stuff, you know. Where's tickets?
Here you go, haven't you?
Don't you let that out of your sight again.
Me? You're supposed to be looking after it.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be looking after me. I mean, up the road, Scotland, the Badlands, with patches round every corner, lurking in every pea-brock.
Cool, look at that.
It's a wilderness, isn't it?
Yeah. No wonder Adrian built that wall.
Eh?
He didn't have any football tickets, did he?
We should have come in an armoured car. I mean, we're talking about 50 grand street value. I mean, never mind your illegal substances, them little jocks have killed one of them tickets. And that Alistair with his Financial Times, what's he all about? You keep an eye on him.
Oh, I will, Major.
Major?
Made you turn round, didn't it? Now, hopefully, you might even buy me a cup of tea.
What I really fancied was a pina colada.
It's all from Glasgow.
Follow him.
What for?
I want to know where he's going.
He's going to make a phone call.
Yeah, I want to know who to.
Do you?
Talking to someone on the dock.
That's what he said he was going to do.
Wonder who it is.
Well, ask him.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, I had to tell him.
What?
About us and the tickets.
Oh, thank you.
Well, he was going to give me a pasting, so I told him.
What did you tell him?
You'll have to settle with him, I told him. The governor, the Don of Dons. And he weren't all that impressed.
Well, you didn't say it in Italian, did you?
No, well, I haven't got that far in the book. Anyway, you're not worried, are you? I mean, what about the old days, you know, all the gang warfare at the Brighton racecourses, eh?
That was before the war, Justine.
Was it? Well, what about all the street corner bookies and the Soho Spielers before the Gaming Act? And that shootout at Mr. Smith's with the what's-his-name family and the Thingy twins?
Your yearning for nostalgia is morbid.
I'm just trying to learn, aren't I?
Yeah, well, the first thing to learn is don't say nothing to nobody.
But the geezer was trying to strangle me.
Particularly people who are trying to strangle you.
Behave yourself.
Arthur, Phil would like to see you.
I'm here.
We tried to find you last night. Went to all the usual haunts, but you'd had early night. Imagine you on the high road to Scotland, eh?
It's the Winchester annual trip.
Yeah, well, Phil's in his motor looking at the afternoon film.
Oh, yeah, what is it? Stranglers in the night?
Mr. Daly's in a meeting.
Shut your mouth, kid. You nearly copped it earlier.
Yeah, see what I mean? I told you, didn't I, see?
Reduce the volume, Justine. Yeah, I'll be there directly.
Yeah. Buona notte.
That's good night.
Is it? Yeah, but he don't know that, does it?
Johnny, good to late.
Good match, was it?
What match?
Well, I assume you've been to a football match.
Mm-hmm. That was 2 years ago, Hamburg. Hey, do you think they kept my job open?
No, but I think they've got a nice gyro check waiting for you.
What month is it?
March.
And the days fly.
He'd have bought a ticket.
What about Phil?
He's bigger than Phil.
Don't worry about Phil. Guard that with your life. Just cover me.
Oh, I will.
Where are you going?
Just going for a leak.
egg on my face. You're going to have blood on your throat.
What about that? Leave it out.
You must think they're mental up there.
Now, look, it's quite clear you've got the upper pay something.
I'm a civilised man. An accountant. I don't do things like this, pushing people around toilets.
Then stop.
I went to an academy. I've got letters after my name.
Yeah, but what ones?
Forgeries. How could you do it? It's football.
What are you on about?
I've been on the phone since we got here. They know. They know.
Who?
My associates. They've got friends at Wembley, contacts in the ticket office. They've checked the postal applications. There are no missing tickets. You're flogging forgeries.
I thought you were Steve Benson. Could you,
Yeah, sure.
I saw you against City about 10 years ago when I was a kid. 2 late goals and then you got booked. Not many like you now, eh, Steve?
Yeah, cheers. Thanks.
Sorry about that.
He's got a good memory.
Do you ever think of going into management?
With my record, they want stable characters. They don't want guys like me. You know, in the gossip columns, into court, into scrapes. I'd be a bad influence on the players.
Well, what about...
And if you're about to say, why don't I buy a pub? I've had 2. And a restaurant and a sports shop. Selling tracksuits to middle-aged joggers.
What about America?
Even America don't want to know about me. Got any other ideas?
Mini cabin?
Lost me license 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We're talking about my career, Justin.
What career? Toe rag.
I like George Formby.
And Will Hay. I mean, it's better than racing. Have I done anything against you?
Never.
Precisely. I've got 400 tickets for England-Scotland game. But it's not enough. I meet you on the motorway, by chance, and you say you've got 2,000. It's a question of respect. I'm known as the man who runs the ticket market. That's why I'm going to Glasgow. Suddenly, Arthur, you're a threat.
Me?
And a threat has to be curtailed. Or destroyed.
Well, now that you explain, I do understand your problem.
It's not my problem. It's your problem. Peace or war. Simple.
Well, be quite honest, Phil. I'm not all that crazy about the ticket business. I don't trust them wee jocks.
You have to understand minorities.
Oh, you've obviously got the gift. Well, Phil, look, you can have the tickets. 2,000, £8 tickets. 35 grand.
You're talking about silly money. I'll give you half.
I've got to make a small margin of profit.
She'll get booked for that, shouldn't I, son? Now, I hope you haven't spent that money.
22 and a half.
I don't know, Arthur. There might be a steward's inquiry now.
Eh?
How could you do a thing like that? Oh, I don't know.
Professional foul, was it?
Yeah, something like that. Well, you get desperate, don't you?
No, you don't.
What about the bloke in the office at Wembley?
There wasn't a bloke in the office. I stashed the tickets in the loo the night before.
It gets worse.
Well, we nearly got away with it.
We, he says.
Well, you would have taken the money.
I nearly had a deal there with old Phil.
Ah, but that would have been dishonest, wouldn't it?
I didn't know they were forgeries at that point. Now Phil's gone off with Alistair to Glasgow.
Anyway, you'll get your money back.
Oh, yeah? What about the 3% interest on the 18 grand? And a petrol, and a gasket, and a thermostat, and all them pies and biscuits, and all the aggravation?
That's right. In the old days, that would have been a definite kneecap job, wouldn't it, Arthur? And I'll tell you what, mate, as soon as I get out, I'm going to make it all up to you. Because, I mean, like, we're partners now, aren't we?
Justine, I never, ever want to see you again. Or hear you again.
Nah, leave it, eh? Just as we was getting on.
No, Justine, finito.
I think he means arrivederci.
Valari.
Ciao, ciao, bambino.
Auf Wiedersehen.
On your bike.
Pizza off.
Perhaps we should have used them as compost for your garden, Arthur.
This whole consignment will have to be dispatched back to Mr. Sharma.
Yeah, well, you take them back.
Now, be reasonable. I mean, who in their right mind is going to order 250 litres of brilliant tangerine? No, he's got his delivery notes mixed up.
Oh, there's no mix-up. Sharma told me to unload it or dump it. Either way, makes no difference. I mean, you've paid for it, ain't you?
This is a breach of government regulations.
Then write to your MP.
Look, I shall be in touch with Mr. Sharma and I shall tell him he's got a very uncooperative delivery man.
Piss off.
You wouldn't say that if my employee was here.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Why aren't you here when I need you?
Well, like all the time, mate. Ugh.
Pushed around by the overgrown delivery boy. No one here to protect me. And they've done me up like a kipper.
Don't tell me you've been taken for a ride again.
Look, what is the point of having a Trades Description Act when they can palm you off with brilliant tangerine when you want white?
I don't know what you're going on about. I mean, it's only a few tins of paint, isn't it? It's hardly the Wall Street crash.
No, it's not that. It's all the other things. I'm beginning to feel like the proverbial koala bear. Eh? Up the gum tree. I mean, what with my money man being put away? I mean, that was the beauty of this deal, you see. It was in the front door, out the back, with a nice little mark-up for yours truly.
Yeah, but hold on, it might just be a mix-up.
Oh, Terry. No matter how I try and teach you by example, you've still got this quality of naivety. It's not a mix-up, it is a stitch-up. Well, Sharma the Glass is going to find out that no one turns Arthur Daly over.
Ah, Mr. Daly, how nice it is to see you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sharma. I have no time for pleasantries after what has happened.
Please, you are a guest in my house. You will sit in my chair.
Chair? No, I'm not here to sample your upholstery. You and me have got to sort out a mix-up over delivery notes.
Oh, my driver has delivered the wrong goods.
Well, I would call 250 litres of brilliant tangerine that, which bears no resemblance to white, whatever language you speak. Now, I'm sure this can all be sorted out amicably. You take the cans back, give me the white, or return my payment, and we'll all be happy.
This is most unfortunate. I will have very strong words with my supplier about this.
Told you Mr. Sharma was a reasonable man, didn't I?
Oh, your very words, Arthur. Yeah.
If only we could remedy the error. But what has been done, has been done. This is our destiny.
Yeah, we know it's been done, Mr. Sharma. The point is, we undo it.
But this is not possible.
Just a minute. Do I perceive you correctly? Are you refusing to honour a transaction?
I am honouring our transaction. It is you who is not Mr. Daly. You will remember I had said my supplier can be erratic, and you had agreed to accept the paint even though you might not get white.
Yeah, but I didn't think I was going to get brilliant tangerine, did I? Look, I don't wish to be forceful with a respected member of the community like yourself, but if I do not get my money, my employee here will have to take action.
Oh, Mr. Daly, it grieves me that you should feel this way.
You'd grieve my pocket a lot more if I didn't. Terry, we're going to apprehend goods to the value of... which is in line with British legal recourse, I hasten to add. And if anyone tries to stop us, my Terry here will do the necessary.
Have you met my sons, Mr. Daly?
My pleasure entirely. Oh, I thought smoking was against your religion.
Fancy whistling up the cavalry?
No, Terry, no. Well, these misunderstandings happen, Mr. Sharma. What can we do about it? I don't have to tell a man of your ancestry all about Kismet, do I? Well, we'll be on our way now. Big boys you had, didn't you? Mem Saab, a big lady, was she?
Just get out. I'm sorry that our transaction has come to this, Mr. Daly.
No, don't worry about it, don't worry.
I'm in your debt, Mr. Daly. Come and see me any time you need my help. My chair will always be here for you to rest on.
I'll try and remember that. Bye-bye. Why didn't you do something?
God, dear, what could I do?
Yeah, it's a good question. What could you do?
Tell you what, I could get rid of some of that paint for you.
Yeah? Where?
I'll have a can. Yeah, that tangerine look all right in the bedroom.
Oh, Tar, only 249 to go.
Had a dig deep for them, Chell.
Gonna have to dig even deeper now, aren't I?
That's real prospecting, isn't it?
Well, you listen.
Shush.
Don't shush me, I'm talking.
Shush. Terry, what you're looking at here is a very worried man.
That makes both of us. Listen, I need that score you owe me. I'm a bit short.
If you're a bit short, I'm a dwarf. Look, this can't go on. All these people earn me money and I'm Boracic.
But don't look at me, I'm the one who's owed.
I mean, I know my reputation is one for benevolence, but there are limits. And my trading sheet tells me I've got to stop tiding people over. Come on, drink up. We've got to go.
I've only just got here.
I can't afford to hang around, Terry. The ship is sinking fast.
I thought the captain was supposed to go down with the ship.
No, only after the rats have left. Well, it's cause and effect, isn't it? The laws of the economical jungle. See, if I hadn't been turned over, I wouldn't have to call in Jimmy Elliott's cash on his hire purchase agreement. Where are you going?
It's up there, isn't it?
No, I'm not using a tradesman's entrance. Come on. Look, I'm trying to explain to you about cash flow.
Yeah, I could do with some of that.
Well, when I get paid, you'll get paid. That is called the employer-employee relationship.
And what's it called if I turn you upside down and shake all the money out of your pockets?
Grievous bodily harm.
I've always wanted a piano. Could you get me one?
No.
What's the hypnotist doing here? Not exactly Harley Street, is it?
I thought they were all on the stage.
Oh, this one's on the second floor. You all right?
Wait a minute.
You ought to pack up smoking, you know.
Oh, yeah. Risk dying of anxiety.
Jim. Hello, Till. Come and have a drink.
You're all right, just a little one, but be on your toes, because Arthur's right behind me.
Christ. All right, Arthur?
Oh, yeah. In the pink.
Look, Arthur, I haven't got a pot, so you may as well bugger off. Go on, draw a picture.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your domestic and financial problems, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, I know, your heart bleeds.
You still afford to drink, though?
Yeah, well, I can't afford not to, can I?
She's still in the area?
Yeah, she's set up with some fish porter. Tell you what, she's got a right hiding coming to her if I can get my hands on her.
Well, it gives me no pleasure to confront you at a time of a deep and personal crisis, Jimmy. But it's a question of coming up with the readies.
I ain't got any, Arthur.
Well, then you leave me no alternative. No payment, I must repossess the van. There's nothing else I can do. All our backs are having intimate relations with a wall. It's a sign of the times. Government's lost its way. It's a question of your money or your van.
We can't have either of them.
I beg your pardon?
I've sold the van, haven't I?
You've sold my property? That is illegal.
Yeah, well, I had to, didn't I? I had to get some money to feed the kids and pay the bills.
Hey, but wait a minute. That's against the law. I'm going to have the law on you.
Arthur, there's no need to shout, is there?
Which side are you on?
No matter whose side I'm on, there's just no need to keep on in front of the kids.
Look, I'll pay you back, Arthur, as soon as I get on my feet. We're going to come up lucky on the pools, aren't we, Bobby?
I don't think we live in the same world, Jimmy. Do you know what the odds are against coming up on the pools when your luck is out? They don't bear thinking about. But I want payment, not promises.
Well, I ain't got nothing to give you, Arthur.
Well, what about this business? This must be worth something to someone. It is a going concern, I assume.
Well, it was.
Well, realise your assets. Pay me back out of that.
You realise them, Arthur. I've got other things to do.
Your first responsibility is to your creditors.
No, my first responsibility is to get these kids some dinner.
Yeah, that's right. Come on, I'll give you a hand with them downstairs, Till.
Come on, Rob. I'll have to take you over, Jimmy.
Yeah, you do that, Arthur. Never know, it could be steam cleaning today, tomorrow the world, eh?
So who do you think's the best footballer in the world, then? You? Oh, do you hear that? He only reckons he's the best footballer in the world. What about Maradona and all the others? Yeah. Well, the foreigner calls it, no.
Cheers, Till.
Here you go. Ta-ra, Curly. See you later. Keep smiling, eh?
Yeah, well, you got her, ain't you? Maybe that'll bang your head up against the wall.
See you later, Till.
I'm not the supplementary benefit officer, you know. If he owes, he pays.
All right, don't go on.
There must be opportunities for steam cleaning. Maybe I should exploit the situation. That's all you read about in the financial press these days.
What is?
Diversification.
Well, could do with a good clean-up, couldn't it?
Yeah. No, Terry, that is all superfluous. It is the soul of a business that matters, that certain something, that little spark that can bring it all alive again. I think I can smell something.
Yeah, I think it's cats.
He was making a good living. Just needed organising. Needs to bring someone in with business acumen, you know, flair, expertise, managerial input.
Got anyone in mind, have you?
Droll.
Oh, look, I found Big Bertha.
Yeah. How's it work?
How do I know?
Well, it should be easy enough to find out. Hey, Terry, think of the possibilities. They must be limitless. Houses, shops, offices. I mean, anyone who's got a carpet, and we're in. And everybody's got carpets.
Here, look.
What?
The operating manual.
Hey, listen, I'll have to change the name now. Hey, what about this? Daily Help Cleaners.
Is that what you're going to take them to, is
No,
it?
no, you get it, you get it. Daily Help, D-A-L-E-Y, not D-A-I-L-Y.
I get it, I get it. The customers.
Tell them to go round the
Please,
front.
let us go round the front, mate.
It's not a fire, is it?
I don't know. What's up? Oi, what's up?
Quickly. They're after us, they're violent.
Oh, no, excuse me, I'm sorry. We cannot have private fracases spilling over into our commercial premises, I'm sorry.
Oh. Please help us to escape. I'm a doctor.
Please, they're violent.
Who are?
We're brothers.
Oh, my God.
Close it!
Hey!
Come on, downstairs.
Go on! Hurry, go on!
Come on, don't panic.
Come on, what do you mean, don't panic? They might get through the window. Go on.
Give us the keys, I'll go and get the motor.
Hurry up, for God's sake.
All right. I'm sorry about this.
I should think so, too. What is going on?
It's her brothers.
Yeah, of course it is.
They're against our relationship.
What, in these enlightened times?
They're trying to kidnap me and take me home.
You're not underage, are you?
I'm 18. I will be at the end of the week.
That's the day we're getting engaged.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going round there on the 18th to tell them. If they're trying to stop me being 18.
A bit difficult with a growing girl like you, isn't it?
It's a very complicated story.
In the back. Tell me in the car. Look, it's only for a few days, and he will be paying your wages.
I'm still owed wages from my last job.
Look, how many times do I have to tell her we cannot have outgoings till we've got incomings? And this happens to be an incoming. In fact, it's the only incoming we got. So just grit your teeth and bear it. It's only for a few days.
No problem, is there?
No, not at all, not at all. My Terry will look after your girl till she comes of age.
Thank you. If you wouldn't mind staying with Rita, I must get back to my consulting room.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you a lift. Here we are. I'll pick you up later, all right?
Yeah, well, don't go out of your way, eh?
Oh, no trouble. Just his laconic way. Daily Help, spelled D-A-L-E-Y. Yeah, I know that's not how you spell it, but that is what I want. Yeah. And we'll have that across the top in bold print. Yeah. And underneath, for all your steam cleaning requirements. Commercial, industrial, and residential. Yeah. Estimates cheap. No, on second thoughts, make that estimates free.
How long they been after you, then?
Well, it started last month, when I left home to live with Walter. Dr. Sudbury.
I haven't got your address, then?
No, they'd get me if they did.
It's a funny way for them to take it, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit extreme.
They think they're doing it for my benefit.
Well, kidnapping you?
And they think he's just after my money. But it's not like that. We're in love. Oh, I know we haven't known each other long. And I know he's older than me. But we're sort of devoted, you know? And he's not interested in the money at all.
What money is this?
Well, it was in my dad's will. They think he got the money from thieving. But I don't believe that. I reckon he won it somewhere, where he was always gambling.
And you're in for some of that, are you?
Yeah, on the 18th. I'll get me first 25,000.
Oh.
But Walt was not interested in it. He's told me. You can understand that, can't you?
Well, of course I can, yeah. I mean, money isn't everything, is it?
That's what Walter says.
I bet he does, yeah.
So, what sort of things do you treat people for, Doc?
Anything which can be helped by hypnosis. Dieting, phobias, anxieties, allergies, smoking.
What do? You swing a watch in front of them and make their eyes go all funny?
No, nothing like that. I just talk in a comforting voice. But I don't just treat illness, you know. I also help people improve themselves in sport, business, that sort of thing. Set yourself to heart. I'll show you.
No. Count me out on this one, Doc.
I insist. You've helped me, so I'll help you.
No. I've always had this fear of hypnotics ever since I saw The Bride of Voodoo.
You just relax. I'll explain to you, and you'll see there's nothing to worry about. All we do in hypnosis is to suggest positive ideas when the mind is in a receptive state. And that state's the same as what you feel when you're dozing. All I do is help you reach your consciousness continuum. That's the point where the mind is open to suggestion.
It's fascinating. Is that the time? Oh, God, it must be.
Mr. Daly, please relax. I'm a doctor. You're safe in my hands. There's my certificate.
Oh, yeah. He's hereby admitted Doctor of Medicine, Global University of Human Potential. I don't think I've ever...
I hope that reassures you.
Oh, I didn't have any doubts about your medical qualifications, Doc.
And don't doubt my power to be able to help you. I can make you more successful in your business, more dynamic. Your profits will increase by tenfold.
As much as that?
Don't just take my word for it. Look at the most successful executives today. And what very few people know is they've all been hypnotized. Tiny Rowlands, Rupert Murdoch, Norman Tebbit.
Norman Tebbit?
I could help you become Businessman of the Year.
Will it hurt?
You won't feel a thing. Come and sit on the couch. Of course, we'll offset my fees against your fees for Terry.
Oh, well, no, I'm not sure about
We'll
that.
negotiate it later, shall we? You just lie back and relax. Relax. Now, I want you to tell me what you're most preoccupied with at the moment.
Paint.
What kind of pain?
No, not paint. Paint. Pots of paint.
I see. Why is that?
Because I've been lumbered with 250 litres of it.
Okay, now listen to me. Close your eyes and listen to my voice. Both your eyes. Now, I want you to think about paint. A warehouse full of paint. There's a buyer with you. Every can of paint you have, he wants. And at a price that will give you a 500% profit. He tells you he'll take another lorry load. More if you can get it. You telephone your supplier. Your supplier tells you he can give you all that you need. Your buyer says he will take all you can get. It's a never-ending circle. A 500% markup that will last forever. Listen to me now. Sleep. Sleep. Dirty habit.
Not dirty.
You don't believe it's good for you, do you?
No.
Of course it isn't. You should give it up.
Can't.
You can. Would you like me to help you? Listen to me. Every cigar you light will taste like burning rubber. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Every cigar will taste and smell like burning rubber.
Burning rubber.
Good. Listen to me. From now on, you will be more positive in your work. You will get more jobs, make more money, because you are positive and you have energy.
Positive energy.
You are a positive businessman, a successful businessman. You will buy wisely, sell shrewdly, and always be on the lookout for the next transaction.
Yes.
You are full of confidence. You can do it. You can succeed.
I can.
Good. Now, when I wake you up, you won't remember what we've talked about, but it will stay in your subconscious, helping you all the time. Wake up, Arthur.
What was I saying?
Something about paint?
Oh, yeah. Hey, hang on. I know where I can get rid of a few cans. Look, I'm sorry, Doc, but you know about business. You know, we can't waste time. We positive, energetic businessmen, we've got to crack on, you know.
Yes, yes, I know.
Shall I have a cigar? Oh, well, never mind. See you, Doc. Hey, Oscar, I certainly pay. So.
all right, Arthur?
Yeah, fine, Dave, fine. Just thinking, you know. Old cogs whirring round.
Yeah, I could hear him.
No, I was just cogitating on the surroundings.
What's up with him?
Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing structural, you know. It's just surface problems.
Surface problems?
No, don't get me wrong, Dave. I mean, there's nothing a good lick of paint wouldn't put right. How many years is it since you had it done?
Are you casting aspersions on my decorations?
No, aspersions don't come into it, Dave. I'm just saying it could do with a good spruce up.
Well, it looks quite all right to me.
I'll tell you what will go well in here. It will blend in with the surroundings. Brilliant tangerine. Yeah, give it a Regency flavour, you know. Neo-Georgian.
Yeah, I get it. And you just happen to be in a position to sell me some. No, thank you, Arthur. I'm not in the market for paint, especially brilliant tangerine. Yeah, why don't you try the Satsuma marketing board, eh?
What about your carpets?
Well, what about them?
Could do with a steam clean, couldn't they?
Arthur, the only thing around here that could do with a steam clean is that bloomin' old hat of yours.
Dave, you smell something? It's like burning rubber.
No. And I'm also not in the market for an air purifier.
Dave, smell that. What's that smell like?
A cigar.
Doesn't it smell like a burnt tyre?
What? It doesn't matter whether you Arthur. It smells perfectly all right to me.
Yeah, it's going all right.
Yeah, well, see it stays that way. I'd like to keep in with them. I can see a nice little earner there.
Yeah, they're soaking water, I reckon.
Oh, you mean, don't you? Never seen such a little gold digger.
Oh, see, you got it wrong, haven't you? It's the other way round.
Terry, you're talking about a girl from the high-rise flats and a doctor.
Yeah.
Who's going to have the money?
She is.
Hey?
I'll tell you about it later. They'll be wondering where I am.
Hey, listen, about that paint. I'll be very happy for you to have a couple of cans on account.
On account of what?
Your wages.
My wages?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very generous of you, Arthur, but the only thing is I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, I don't fancy that tangerine. It might peel.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. You'll be there, won't you?
Where?
When I see my mum tomorrow. You know, sort things out. And there might be trouble.
Yeah, all right, yeah. How long you worked here?
Only a couple of months.
How long's Sudbury been here?
I think it's about 2 years.
Not exactly rushed off his feet, is he?
Yeah, it's a bit slow at the moment. It'll pick up, though. You see, a lot of people are suspicious of hypnosis, aren't they?
Well, I wouldn't have anything to do with it.
That's what I mean. They've all got funny ideas about it. Well, it's not helped by there being some right dodgy types calling themselves hypnotists.
Are they?
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of sharks about. Anyone can set themselves up. Don't even need training.
Oh, but he's trained, though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. He's a fully qualified hypnotist.
Was he?
No. Forget about the colour. Just say gloss paint. Lower than trade prices. Same phone number, yeah, and we'll take it for 6 days. All right? Thank you very much, my dear. Bye-bye. Daily help, cleaning services. Can I assist? Ah, madam, that might be a little bit difficult Monday. Would you just hold on while I have a look at the work diary? We might be able to squeeze you in at 9 o'clock, madam. How would that do? Right, and the address? Yes, I've got that. My operative will be with you at 9 on the dot, madam. Thank you. Goodbye.
Behave yourself. You all right, love?
I've got him! Good. Oh.
Pal, you have asked for this.
You might as well go.
I'll kill him.
Behave yourself.
You! Where the hell are you, you bastard?
Mum, I think we better have a little chat.
Where the bloody hell are you, then?
Yeah.
Well, they would be coming to see me tomorrow, wouldn't they? It's her 18th.
Yeah, she told me all about it.
Oh, yeah? She's told you nothing, boy. She ain't told you he's hypnotised her, has she? She only went to see him to lose weight, and once he got into her mind, he kept her on a piece of string. I mean, she does anything he says. She can't help it, see? Brainwashed.
Nah, she seems all right to me.
Well, of course she does. It's how that wicked bastard works, isn't it? I bet you think he's a doctor, don't you?
Oh, yeah, that's what he said he was.
Yeah, well, I could call myself the Queen of Sheba. Do you know what he worked at 2 years ago? Sold insurance, didn't he? Door to door, Walker. I've made inquiries. All I want to do is get her back home and try and get her sorted out, that's all.
Well, you're going to see her tomorrow. You can have a talk then, can't you?
Oh, it's no good, is it? I mean, tomorrow they're going to ask for the money. She's got a legal right to it then, hasn't she? But if I could see her today, try and talk some sense into her.
Look, I can't give you the address. It wouldn't be right.
What's right? Him taking the money and then slinging his hook, is that right?
Yeah, well, I'll be there tomorrow. Maybe I can help.
Be too late, boy.
He's just after her money.
Yeah, so her mum reckons.
And she's as straight as a die.
Oh, come on, Terry, look. He's after her money, she's after him. I mean, what's that got to do with the price of fish?
I'm not going to stand around and see her stitched up, that's all.
Hey, see, there's that social conscience rearing its ugly head again. You won't get nowhere with that dragging you down, you mark my word.
You really get on my weak.
Oh, well, never mind that. Come on, let's get the cleaner inside and get the job in hand.
Oh, this is bleeding stupid. I don't know anything about steam cleaning.
No, there's nothing to it. Here, put these gloves on, plug it in and clean away. I've got the manual if you get stuck.
Well,
But
that's
it's only
handy,
for a couple of days. If it works out, I'll get someone in to take it over.
Yeah, I thought, what's this scene doing here? Look, I've just chucked everyone out.
Oh, no, Dave. You wouldn't like us to steam clean your carpets with a place full of customers, would you?
And I don't want you to steam clean my carpets when I ain't got customers.
See? Oh, Dave, Terry needs some practice. And look, it's all gratis. I mean, if you like to give us a little drink on the establishment, that's entirely in your hands. But as far as I'm concerned, this is a gesture of goodwill.
Oh, but you can't steam clean here and now. It'll still be wet tonight.
No. It dries in 5 minutes. Now, just leave it in my hands, Dave. You'll be able to see your face in that carpet.
Well, you better not make it wet.
It can't get wet. It's steam.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, yeah, I've got a new barmaid. I'm just showing her the prices. Right then.
So you charging them for it now?
Never mind all that. Come on, switch it on. That sounds all right, doesn't it? There's steam coming out there. Yeah. Oh, well, there's water coming out. Stop that water coming out.
Well, how do you stop it? I've done it out. Look in the manual, will you?
Well, turn the red stopcock.
They're both red, aren't they?
Well, we'll turn them both. Look at all the water's coming out. Ah, that's right. Oh! That's it, there's the steam now. Terry, you all right in there?
I think it's working, Arthur.
Dave! He's got it working!
Oh, good God. What's happening?
Where's Rita?
She's in the car. She felt happier there.
What have you done to her?
Johnny, she just didn't want to get out, that's all.
Because he's brainwashed her, that's why. You all right, Reed? What's he done to you?
Nothing, Mum. I'm all right.
Rita, why don't you get out and have a chat to your mum, eh? Come on.
Yeah, come on. Come indoors for a bit,
Look,
eh?
I think we should save on the agony and get this over with as quickly as possible.
You don't have to tell me what you're here for. But you won't get a penny. You listen to this as well. There's no money. It's all gone. I've had the police round. It was invested by a bloke like your boyfriend, a swindler and a cheat. He's done a bunk with the lot.
I don't believe you.
Oh, I don't give a monkey's what you believe. That's the truth. You can sue your mother if you want. Oh, look, I don't want you back because I don't want to give you your money. I haven't got it anymore. I just want to get you away from him. You can't see what he's doing to you.
He's not doing anything, Mum.
He is, but you can't see it.
We love each other.
Oh, Rita, listen to your mother.
I think we've both done enough listening, thank you. No doubt my solicitor will be in touch on Rita's behalf.
Yes, you get in touch. Better still, tell him to get in touch with Superintendent Shaw at the fraud squad. You'll tell him where the money's gone. Oh, come and have a cup of tea with your mother. Oh, just a cup of tea, that's all. For 10 minutes, 10 minutes, please! Rita!
It's your birthday!
Thanks for the lift, mate.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll see you around, eh? Give us an invite to the wedding.
Yes, of course.
Ta-ra, love.
It don't matter about the money, does it? As long as we got each other. Well, it's not as if we ain't working and earning. You're not disappointed about it, are you?
I think we'll survive.
You know the lesson to be learned there, Terry, don't you? No, you tell me, Uncle Arthur. No, don't mock. I'm serious. Never believe what people tell you. Appearances are deceptive. Why didn't I think of that before? What? Well, I put a bit of white gloss in a couple of cans and then knock the whole lot out as white. Nobody's going to open every can to check, are they? How do you sleep at night? Very well, thank you. Come on, put that rubbish down and give us a hand.
27th floor?
Well, there's a lift, isn't there?
What world do you live in, eh? When was the last time you saw a block of flats like this with a lift that worked?
Well, if there's no lift, can't do the job.
Are you saying that you don't expect me to lug all this lot up 27 flights?
Certainly not.
Gordon Bennett, what is it, my birthday?
Look, when you've done them 2 jobs, ring me. I'll probably have something else lined up for you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, once I get started, it won't take me a minute, innit?
Well, I'll just get you a nice cup of tea before you start, eh?
Yeah, lovely, thanks.
It's nice to have callers. I don't get out much these days, not like when I had a house.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's different in a house. You can come and go as you like. Front door, back door, you can go as you please.
Oh, I'll need a bucket of water.
Sit yourself down and have your tea. Then I'll get you a bucket. We can have a nice little chat.
All right.
Good day to you, sir. Can I help you?
Look at this. A positive Aladdin's cave of smoker's delights.
Yes, we have everything for the connoisseur here, sir.
Well, then you're just the man I need. You probably get quite a lot of this in the trade. I think it's something to do with the ecological balance in the old north and south.
What is, sir?
Burning rubber. It's driving me up the wall. I mean, can you imagine what it's like when I can't have a satisfying smoke when I'm under stress? I mean, my nerves are ready to go on holiday. But you are going to sort it out for me.
Are you sure I'm the best person to do that, sir?
Well, if the finest smokers emporium in this fair city can't, who can?
That's very gratifying for a modest man like myself to hear, sir.
Fair's fair. Give credit where it's due, as the actress said to the bank manager.
Is there something I can get for you, sir?
There is indeed. I want the best cigar in the house. Money no object, never mind the price. I want the ones you keep for royalty, by appointment.
Ah, you mean the bottom drawer?
Oh, yeah.
I'll get you one.
You see, I think a first-class cigar, a really good smoke, would restore the balance.
Here we are, sir.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that is a positive Rembrandt of a lardy.
Absolutely, sir. A hand-rolled Havana cigar. Finest in the world.
I'll take it.
Thank you, sir.
No, don't wrap it up. I'll smoke it now.
Certainly, sir. That will be £9.95p.
How much? No, don't tell me again. It has got to be done. There we are. Keep the change. Well, see, that's the trouble with Havana since Castro took over, isn't it? Excuse me, do you want to have a look?
Very nice. Very clean. Is it wet?
Oh, just a bit, yeah. It'll be dry in an hour or so.
It's a lovely job.
Yeah.
You can see the pattern.
It's nice, isn't it? I'll just get your furniture back and then I'll shoot off, all right?
Oh, you don't have to rush off, do you? You just stay and have another cup of tea, eh? I'll tell you what. I'll do you a nice cheese sandwich. Used to be George's favourite, with a bit of pickle.
Why not?
You should have worn your welly boots, Arthur.
No, it's not wet, Dave.
If it was any wetter, you'd have had to swim to the bar. And if that carpet shrinks when it dries out, I shall be knocking on your door.
Join the queue, Dave. Give us a large VAT. Has Terry phoned in?
Hadn't found here.
What's he up to? He should be through by now.
He's probably flooding somebody else out.
Don't joke about it, Dave.
Steam cleaner, love, is it still all right?
Oh, my God, I've given you up for dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've got a bit delayed, you know.
Oh, well, better late than never.
All right, well, I'll just shoot outside, get the gear.
Oh, do you want a drink before you start?
We haven't really got time, have I?
Ah, come on, keep me company. The old man's at an LVA meeting.
All right, yeah, thanks a lot. No, as I say, once I get started, it won't take me long in here.
The name's Claire.
I'm Terry.
Cheers, Terry.
Yeah, cheers.
I was going to have some lunch. Would you like a bite?
Well, I wouldn't mind a little nibble.
No, madam. I'm afraid my steam clean operative won't be able to get to you today. He seems to have been a bit delayed. We could call first thing in the morning. How about that? Oh, yes, we'll get the wine stain out, don't you worry. Right, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
If you're ever in the area, I've got other carpets you can do.
Yeah, well, I'll pop in.
Careful. Don't want to do yourself a mischief.
A day's work, and what have we got to show for it? £7.50.
That's what you told me to charge her.
Yeah, that was for 1 hour's work. What happened to the rest of the day?
Now, I had to stay and have a little chat, didn't I? She was lonely.
Oh, Terry, we're not a bloody welfare. How many times do I have to tell you?
I couldn't get away.
What, so you spent the whole day there?
No. I went off and did the other job, didn't I?
Well, where's the money for that, then?
Well, you'll have to take that off my wages.
Take it out of your wages? Look, you don't understand. I need a cash flow situation. What you doing, giving your services free?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
Oh, God, no, you're not turning this into confessions of a steam cleaner. I've got a reputation, you know.
So have I.
But this can't go on. Somebody's taking me to the cleaners. I'll have to come out with you tomorrow and do a time and motion study.
What's that mean? You check the time and I do all the bleeding motion?
Look, what are you using a cloth for? I mean, what's wrong with the machine? You've been 10 minutes so far.
Think you could do it any quicker, do you?
Where you're going, I think her indoors could do it quicker.
Oh, yeah? All right, then. You get her to do it, then.
No, don't fly off the handle.
Look, I didn't want this bleeding job in the first place, and I can't stand it with you behind me making snide comments, right? I'll tell you what, if you think you can do it any better, you do it.
Oh, no, come on, Terry. You can't leave me.
Want to bet?
Terry! Terry, where are you going?
Oh, you're still here. I thought I heard the door.
Yes, my operative's gone to answer an emergency call. I'll finish off here for him.
You haven't managed to get out the wine stain, then?
Oh, have we not? Oh, no, well, I'm sure we have got just the right thing for that here, madam. You just leave that to me. I'll have that out in a jiffy.
You will be careful, won't you? It's a family heirloom. It's Persian.
Gentle to the touch, madam. Gentle to the touch. Here we go. Yeah, this is a phenomenon we often get with Persians. Arabian patch. But don't worry, madam. I'll pop this into the workshop and we'll soon have it sorted for you. Just give me 1 hour, madam. I'll have it fit for the Shah himself. Terry.
Leave me alone, I'm having lunch.
No, look, we've got trouble. There's been a disaster. Go back to the flat, get the machine out and meet me at Elliot's office.
Well, what's happened?
No, I can't explain that. All I can do without this.
You cocked it up, haven't you?
No. Look, listen. Go and get the machine and meet me. Tell me, is this for the carpet?
No, that's for the machine. No, that'll take paint off, that will.
Now you tell me.
You didn't put it on a rug, did you? Oh, dear, oh no.
I mean, you were the obvious person to bring it to, coming from your part of the globe. I mean, it's not all that far from Persia, is it? And apart from which, you owe me one. A fact that you stated yourself. Oh, I am here to take you up on that. I have come to sit in your chair.
ले चलो देखे क्या हो सकता है. My son will try an old remedy.
I'll be eternally grateful, Mr. Sholman.
I've been going out with my head with worry. It's not like water to go missing.
Yeah, well, maybe he's just been delayed or something. Maybe he's gone to see a pal, who knows, eh?
Been gone 3 days.
Oh, I see.
I've got no one to turn to, Terry. He might have had an accident. You'll help me, won't you?
Yeah, of course I will, yeah, but I don't really see what I can do.
Find him for me.
Look, Rita, bearing in mind what's happened, I mean, he might just have, well, you know, moved on.
Moved on.
Left.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't leave me. No, it's nothing like that. All his stuff's gone.
Oh, come on, all right. Look, you go home, eh? Now, if I find out where he is, or I see him, or anything like that, I'll tell you, OK? Come on, get your cab.
There we are, madam. Completely and restored by the only Persian mat expert this side of the Gulf. He works out of the West End. And we will say nothing about the charge. It is the least we can do under the circumstances.
I should damn well think it was.
Yes, well, I'll be off then, madam.
Mr. Daly.
Bloody woman.
It puts your time and motion up the spout, doesn't it?
Oh, don't go on.
I mean, you haven't earned a bean today, do you know that? In fact, you're down on what you had to pay Sharma.
Look, in fairness to Sharma, he rendered his service gratis.
Social services will be taking you over soon. Well, get up, there's a customer.
Come in. Oh, good afternoon, gentlemen. May I be of service?
Elliot Steam Cleaning.
That is us, under a new name, though. Daily Help Cleaning Service.
You are the steam cleaning people.
We are the messes in that respect, yes. Can I be of assistance?
This is a legal summons, which I am instructed on court authority to serve on you. It is an offence not to comply with the summons. Good afternoon.
No, hold on. What's all this about?
You're overdue with your rent. I believe the amount's £350.
No. There's been a mix-up. You want Jimmy Elliot, late Elliot Steam Cleaning.
You've just admitted you're the company in this office. And for that benefit, I'm afraid you have to pay.
Friday the 13th.
Only for you.
Well, that is it. I've had nothing but aggravation with this bloody steam cleaning. Yeah, look, take that round to Jimmy Elliot and pick up the machine from Lady Muck and tell him I never want to see it again. It's costing me a fortune. I know you answer that. I've had enough disasters for one day.
Hello? Yeah? Oh, say, hang on. It's the geezer phoning about that ad for the paint. He wants white gloss.
Well, of course I want white gloss. We all want white gloss. If I had white gloss, I wouldn't have to put an ad in, would I?
No.
No. Give it here. Can I help you? Ah, well, yes, I have 250 litres of white gloss.
You ain't.
200 the lot. Oh, excellent. Yes, well, you come round here tomorrow, 29 the High Street, just by the electrical shop, 3rd floor. I'll have it all ready for you, 11 o'clock. Lovely. Bye-bye.
You're not going to pass that tangerine off as white.
Do you ever read the Bible, Terence?
Do what?
There's a quotation in a good book that says, do unto others as you have been done unto yourself, and I'm not going to argue with ecclesiastical authorities.
Yeah, well, when the geezer comes looking for you, don't expect me to bail you out.
He won't find us, will he? We're vacating the premises. Now go on, get round to Jimmy with that little present from the courts. You know something? I'm beginning to get a taste for burnt rubber. It's got a certain tang to it.
It'll work out a lot cheaper too, doesn't it? We can just get a retread done on it.
When I get my hands on 350 notes, it's all about kick a man while he's down.
Yeah, but if your sister says she'll look after the kids, you're free to work, aren't you? You could start a business up again.
Yeah, well, I suppose I could try and build things up again.
Well, it'd put you back on your feet a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I could always operate out of here, couldn't I?
Why not?
Do you reckon Opera put a van up for me?
No, I wouldn't bank on that one, no.
No, maybe not. Still, I could always get one on the book, pay it off as I earn.
That's got to be worth a try, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'd do that, Tel.
Yeah. Listen, mate, I've got to shoot. Thanks for the tea.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Nice one. Still makes you sick, though, doesn't it? Well, it's not as if he's strapped for a few quid.
Who?
Sudbury. No, who calls himself doctor. Could have given me a few weeks to find me feet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, the summons. He's had that served, hasn't he? He holds the lease. What with all these actors and all that Poncy flat in South Kent.
Sudbury? No. He's got a flat in Ferndale Road.
No, he's got a flat in South Kent.
You couldn't do us a favour, could you? You couldn't go and dig it out for us.
I think we're missing an opportunity here, Terry.
Here, talking of opportunities, Arthur, if that carpet shrinks anymore, I shall take the opportunity of charging you for a new one.
No, don't worry about that, Dave. I had a word with my carpet expert, and he reckons the mat will expand with the heat.
You're joking.
Well, if it doesn't, you have my personal guarantee to make it good.
Well, that is very reassuring.
No, we are missing out, Terry. I mean, we are in the marketplace with information. Example, I grant this Sudbury's address. We could exploit this to our advantage.
Not even you would stoop to that.
Not a question of stooping. It's a question of business survival. I mean, it's the economics of Milton Keynes and all that. I mean, you do this one a favour, that one a favour. What do you do for yourself? I mean, what is in this for you?
More than you'll ever understand, Arthur.
Yeah, it won't buy you half a lager, though, will it?
No, it's going to buy me a pint, as it happens. And you're going to get it, Dave.
Eh?
Out of your ill-gotten gains.
What, my paint money?
Yeah, go on, splash out.
No, that's not for spending, that's for investing. No.
All right, forget it. I'll get it myself. Dave, a pint.
All right, I'll have a large vodka, Terry, Tom.
You are a tripe-hound. I suppose this was all brought on by him going missing, eh?
No! Bastard come back for his clothes, didn't he? Called all the names under the sun. Said that he was only interested in the money and she could piss off back to her family if she hadn't got any. So she reaches for the pills. Well, I mean, what do you expect when that happens? Can't muck the mind about. I'll tell you something, though. My boys ever find him, they'll tear him apart.
That's where he lives. Tell Benji to give him my regards.
Yeah, I will. You can go with him if you want.
No, thanks, no. It's a family affair.
Taxis.
He has been trying to overtake you for the last 2 miles.
Yeah, that's the trouble with everyone today, Terry. Hurtling about all over the place. What is this life if full of care? We ain't got time to stand and stare. A little something I picked up in my leisure time reading.
Is that leisure like in time spent not working?
Yeah, of course.
Like me at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what am I doing on my day off? Helping you move a load of old bangers all round your car lot.
Punters lose confidence if every day they go by the vehicles are in exactly the same spot.
Yeah, with trees growing out the bonnet.
It'll only take an hour. What is happening?
Looks like your motors are getting moved quicker than you thought, son.
Right, you sort them out and dial 999.
Why do I always get the soft jobs, eh? Hang about. What's going on here?
Don't stand chatting, hit him. Wait, what's going on?
Would you be Mr. Arthur Daly, proprietor?
I would. Will you tell him to stop waving that car about? That's very nearly a vintage vehicle. Stop!
My name's McIntyre.
Oh, yeah? What's the matter? No cars left to steal in Scotland?
I am an officer of the High Sheriff of Greater London.
High Sheriff of Greater London?
What are you doing, sorting out all the cowboy car dealers, eh?
I don't care if you're Wyatt Earp. You cannot come on my property and start making the cars fly about. Bring it back down!
Take it away!
Terry, get up there and hit that driver.
If I do that, you're liable to have 2 tons of near vintage spread all over the place.
You'll also be served with a writ and charged with assaulting council employees.
Council?
Look,
That's
will you
right.
stop that maniac and tell me what this is all about?
You have been compulsory purchased.
Compulsory purchase?
This is a notice to enter, and this is a notice to treat.
Notice to treat?
Look, what are you talking about?
Look, I'm a reasonable man, Mr. Dale.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. No sooner is my back turned and you're snatching my cars up in the air. I'd hate to see you turn nasty.
I will postpone clearance of this site until you go to the town hall and they explain the situation to you. Fair enough?
Fair enough. Heads are going to roll. Come on, Terence, town hall.
No, hold on. It's my day off, isn't it?
What?
Look, I said I'd come and help you move a few cars, right? Well, now the nice men from the council are doing it, aren't they? Cool, look at the rust on that, eh?
Where?
Terry! You looking for someone?
I'm looking for Terry McCann.
You found him.
Morning, sir. Hey! Hey! You can't park there. I see. Are you another of the private junta running this borough, then?
That's the mayor's parking space.
Listen, I put the mayor in, I can put the mayor out. Now, what I want from you is, where is the planning department, legal section?
You'll have to ask about that inside.
Right.
Well, what do you want?
I told you outside.
And I told you outside you cannot park in the mayor's car space.
Well, the sooner I get my business attended to here, the sooner the mayor can park his bought-in-Britain Mercedes in his car space.
Yeah, you tell the police that there's another illegal immigrant in the mayor's car space, will you? Oh, and you might as well get them to check the number plate, too. Could be stolen. Now, sir, which department did you want?
I told you outside. My name is Arthur Daly, with an E.
My name is Cook, with an E. Can I help you, Mr. Daly?
Yes, you can, Mr. Cook. Have the Russians taken over?
I beg your pardon?
Have they taken over the town hall? Has someone decided the day of the private businessman is over? Are we all going to end up on a chain gang finishing the M25?
I take it you have called about the council's compulsory purchase order on your car lot?
Got it in one.
On the 14th of August last, you were sent by recorded delivery, pursuant to the Local Government Miscellaneous Properties Act, Section 16, the regulatory letter advising of this council's wish to purchase the said property.
I was?
You were. You were also sent Form MR36 and Form 27B. You failed to reply.
Yeah, but if you sent them recorded delivery, I probably thought they were parking tickets.
And further take notice that in the event of your failure to give the information requested within the time specified...
Is he a recording?
...or knowingly making any misstatement in respect of such information, you will be liable on summary conviction to a fine not exceeding £400.
Well, that's a bit out of order. I mean, a dog might have eaten them.
You were sent the same forms a further 2 times. Advertisements were also placed in the local press on 2 separate occasions. Doubtless your dog ate the newspaper.
I'm making a very careful mental note of your attitude.
Excellent. You were sent a further Section 16 letter, and subsequently you have been sent a notice to treat and a notice to enter. Of course, you are entitled to adequate and fair compensation for the land which we've purchased from you.
Oh, no, that is a very valuable commercial site. I would put its value at £250,000.
The council value it at £15,000.
This is nice, isn't it? I obeyed a call of my Prime Minister, put my back to the wall, my nose to the grindstone, and what do? Nick my car lot. I demand to see my local councillor.
Oh, you can't?
Why not?
He's dead.
Dead? Well, that's no excuse. He should have dealt with this first.
As I recall, he did. It was his suggestion. Ironic, really.
Why?
We're going to build a mortuary on your car lot.
You mean I was actually pulling the motors off of the lot?
Well, not exactly pulling them, more like making them fly. There you go, that all right? And here he is, the Birdman of West London. I'll never doubt you again.
My outraged sensibilities are in need of a double, Dave.
Right. You all said that motor went like a bird, didn't you? Well, seeing is believing.
Don't you worry about that sheriff, Terry. I'll soon settle his nonsense.
Shoot out at the half a daily car lot, eh? That'll be £1.80.
No, Dave. I'm going to make the ultimate sacrifice.
You're not going to settle your slate, are you?
No, I am not, Dave. No, in these dark and difficult times, I'm going to answer the call. Ask not what your borough can do for you, Terry. What can you do for your borough?
Do what?
You are talking to the independent candidate in the forthcoming council by-election.
Cool, Benny.
Now, if you just sign this nomination form, Dave.
Hold on. How much is this going to cost us?
No. I just need 10 signatures of people who live in this ward, then I can stand officially.
Does this mean that if you get voted in, you'll be our local councillor?
That's right, Dave.
Then what are you going to do about my drains? They don't half pen and ink.
In the fullness of time, Dave, in the fullness of time.
You're just doing this to get back at them for putting that compulsory purchase order on your car lot, aren't you?
You could say that, Terry. I'm collecting signatures for the return of capital punishment.
Capital punishment?
What about the birch?
That as well.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you. Now remember, vote for Arthur Daly, your independent law and order candidate. Thank you.
Arthur? Oi, you don't know anything about politics.
It's not the requirement. All I need is 10 signatures. Now, go on, get that drink down, you. We've got to get this back to the town hall and get it duly registered.
No, I'm on holiday, remember?
Terry, this is no time to lounge around a Winchester. Your country needs you.
Hello, love.
What?
What do you want?
Gin and tonic, please.
Dave? Arthur, this is Julie.
Hello.
Oh, well, let's just have a quick drink and then shoot out and have something to eat, eh?
Great.
Oh, no. Your place is at my side.
I'm working.
On what?
Well, he's going to be working with me, Mr. Daly.
No. We'll talk about this later.
Well, there you go. One Vera and Philharmonic.
Sorry?
Gin and tonic.
Oh.
I told you the last time you can't park here.
Can't. You say can't to the man who's going to drag this borough into the 20th century?
Just who are you?
You may well ask. I only hope for your sake you are a member of a very powerful trades union. Otherwise, in a few weeks' time, you're going to find yourself on a zebra crossing without a lollipop. There are going to be some changes made. The days of wine and roses are over. I have come to present myself at the bar of public opinion. I hereby declare my intention to stand as an independent candidate in the impending ward by-election. I hereby declare that I know of no cause nor impediment that would debar me from standing as a duly elected candidate.
You've got the wrong department, mate. This is health and sanitation. You want room 453.
Oh, bloody commissioner, I'll have him.
Who's got Mrs. Band, the baker's wife?
Are you a British subject?
King and country, Mr. Wilkins.
I was under the impression we had a queen.
That too. It is because I believe that an Englishman's home is his castle that I am standing.
I see. And have we got a CPO in your castle as well as your car lot?
That is a figure of speech.
Criminal record?
Do I need one to stand for councillor?
A moot point. Any person who has served a prison sentence of 3 months or more in the past 5 years is disqualified.
You need have no fear on that score.
Well, everything seems to be in order. A small piece of advice.
Oh, yes?
You are standing for this ward. I see that your permanent address is outside the ward. It's an established fact that candidates who actually live in the ward they seek to represent poll more votes.
Oh, well, there is something I have neglected to tell you.
Oh, my God.
You had your locks changed. My key wouldn't fit.
It was locked from the inside, wasn't it? I'm on holiday, remember? Should have had a do not disturb sign up there and all.
Well, never mind about all that. We got work to do.
No, we haven't. No, I'm kipping.
Any drink about the place?
Hemlock?
No, too much caffeine in it, Terry. You should worry about your insides. I'll have a cup of tea. My plan's to stand for the local council if it's a slight snag.
Oh, yeah? Her in-doors object, did she?
No, on the contrary, she's delighted. She sees it as the first step on the way to the House of Commons.
That's one way of looking at it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You going somewhere?
No.
What you got the cases for then?
Oh, well, yeah, I am going somewhere in a manner of speaking. Just for a short time, you understand, till I get elected.
Where?
Here.
Where?
Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah, residential qualification. See, I have to live in the ward that I wish to represent.
Hang about, Arthur. I'm not sharing my place with you. Listen, will you? That front door is the only bit of safety I've got. When I lock that, I lock you and all the aggravation on the outside.
Terry, it is only until the election. The moment a result is cleared, I'll be off back home.
Arthur, I don't want you here cocking up my life.
Terry, you live in this ward. I do not. Either I move in with you till the election, or...
Or what?
You move in with her indoors.
No, Arthur, no!
Terence, it's less than 3 weeks. The time will fly by. It always does when you're enjoying yourself. You know that. We'll make this the Daily HQ.
We won't.
Campaign headquarters, posters on the wall.
Have you gone crackers or something?
Campaign colours, election, addresses. All that'll have to come down for a start.
It won't. Get off. Leave it alone.
Armies of volunteers.
Arthur!
And
Arthur!
This will be my inner sanctum. My operations room. We can get the phone put through in there. Terry! This has got to stop.
It hasn't bleeding started.
Yeah, get it out, get it out.
Get it out. I'm sorry about this, love. Listen, I've got an idea. Why don't I move out completely, keep myself available for you in the daytime, and I'll sleep on a bench or something, eh?
That's very thoughtful of you, Terry. I knew you'd understand.
Oh, I understand all right.
You see, it's a question of guilt by association. I mean, if the press got hold of this, my name would be mud.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I can't go storming all over the borough demanding a clean-up campaign when there's naked ladies sprawled all over me HQ.
Why don't you tell Arthur what you do for a living?
I'm a reporter.
Oh, my God! Terry? Terry! Oh, God. Hello. Yeah, this is Arthur Daly. Platform? What platform? I travel by car. Oh, press! Oh, political platform, yes. I'm hoping to issue a statement within the next few days. Oh, I hope I can rely on your vote. Thank you. Goodbye.
I feel a Bert doing this.
Don't worry, Terry. We'll only use a couple of the best action shots. Just keep working through the routine. Forget about Tom.
It's easier said than done, isn't it?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Oi! You gone mad?
Do what?
My political career's in the balance and you're pouncing around with some bird in the gym.
I told you last night she's doing a series of articles for a paper, and one of them's on me.
Oh, lovely. The nearly men. I mean, it's not enough they got bingo bums and Bristols. We're now going to have an early morning jog down memory lane.
Yeah, well, it's better than reading about the Vice Dens of Penge, isn't it?
Penge? What do you mean, Streatham?
Oh, give us your gloves, John. Cheers.
Where you going?
Over here. Come on, do something useful. Hold this bag for us.
She's exploiting you, Terry.
You know all about that, wouldn't you?
I'll leave it out. I've been like a godfather to you. And at the end of the day, you won't see a penny for it.
No? It's funny, that. She's already given me 200 quid.
She what? Oh.
Arthur Daly. Yes, we've had the slide rule run over him. One or two interesting vulnerabilities we might be able to exploit.
Really? Like what?
Well, for a man running on the law and order issue, he steers pretty close to the wind.
Does he now? Anything specific?
Well, there's the used car lot we put the CPO on. Might be a few dodgy MOTs there.
Think we could buy him off if we agreed to drop the CPO?
It's worth a try. But there might be no need. I gather our Mr. Daly's a bit of an entrepreneur. He dabbles in buying and selling.
Receiving?
Well, let's say it's worth talking to our friends in blue.
No, well, when you're in the ring, you see, you don't think so much about not getting hurt. It's more about hurting the other bloke. Mind you, it's nothing personal, you know.
Hello?
Oh, is that Julie? Oh, Dave here, Winchester Club. Is Arthur there? Will you give him a message?
In the last 5 years, I need something to get me going, something to wind them up. In the last 5 years, I know. I have a dream. How's that sound?
Familiar.
Hey?
Well, Martin Luther King said that, didn't he?
Did he?
Got shot.
Yeah, but that was in America, wasn't it? Point 1. There has been a rise in the cost of living in relation to inflation of 12.5%, and wages have not kept pace.
Mine haven't, that's for certain. Listen, what are you mugging up on all that for? I mean, punters round here don't want to know about that, do they?
Terry, never underestimate the stupidity of your average punter. I mean, look at Harold Wilson. He was always rabbiting on about the pound in your pocket, and he was Prime Minister.
Didn't go around in pots in black and white rosettes, did he?
Terry, I've told you, the colour is symbolic. Black and white, the unification of the races. I come to you as a man of integration.
It's really symbolic, that, isn't it?
Terry, I bought a job lot after the 1953 Cup final.
I think you must have bought his chocolates at the same time.
Well, look, will you leave things alone? I'm hoping to shift those in the near future.
Cool. Good luck.
Point 2. There has been a per capita increase in the rates of 120% over the last 5 years.
Want a coffee?
Yeah.
You get the local council you vote for. This is Arthur Daly, your independent candidate, your law and order representative. Mind the bloody bumps, Terry, for God's sake. Vote Daly on the 29th.
Miserable sods, I can't see a single one of my posters anywhere. After I went all the bother of borrowing this van, too. Psst. What do you mean, psst?
The microphone.
What about it?
It's still on.
You look, pull over, Terry, pull over. We'll go on the knocker. That'll take me back a few years.
Good area for rag and bones, was it?
Don't forget your clipboard.
No.
And your pamphlets.
Just keep driving around slowly. Their van's covered in black and white ribbons.
Wedding and a funeral, is it?
Good afternoon, madam. Allow me to introduce myself. Arthur Daly, your independent candidate.
Sorry, we're all Church of England.
Thank you for your support.
Maybe you should try that stuff about a dream again.
Hey, come on, this way. This way, hey? Here, look. I saw Michael Esseltine do this.
Very good.
Good afternoon, sir. Arthur Daly, your independent candidate in the forthcoming ward election. I trust I can rely on your vote?
Just a minute.
That's more like it, Terry. Pay attention, you might learn a thing or two.
What did you say your name was?
Daly, Arthur Daly, your independent candidate.
I see. Can I have your address?
All in the leaflet, sir. And can I rely on your vote?
No. I just wanted to know where to send the bill for the damage you've just done to my bloody hedge.
I think they must be in the reception by now.
Look, just keep driving, will you? No, stop!
All right. All right. Unbelievable behaviour.
Thank goodness I found you.
Hello? Mad, you're all mad. I mean, who in their right mind would want to represent this lot?
Would be surprised.
Why are the local council mafia ganging up on Arthur?
Because they feel threatened, my son. They recognise my potential. Let's have a drink.
What they recognise is the importance of this ward. I did some research after I spoke to Dave.
And?
And this ward holds the balance of power for the entire borough.
The balance of power?
Your council is split right down the middle. 14 Tory seats, 14 Labour seats, plus this one. If you were to win, your vote in the council would decide which of the major parties ruled.
Oh, Terry, I think I know how them early settlers felt in Texas when they struck oil.
Do what?
Your friend has just realised he's sitting on a gold mine. Just think of the little favours the two parties will do him if he wins. Little planning consent here, little contract there.
Oh, no, you judge me too harshly, my dear. I will not deny those thoughts did go through my head. But think of the good I can do.
Who for?
Everyone. The old borough. Put an end to their cabals. Petty party politics. I shall be the voice of sanity, the man on the Clapham omnibus. No, on the local tube.
Hold on, you've got to get in first, haven't you? And we're fighting professionals.
So I take a leaf out of the French royal family's book. What did they give the starving people to eat?
Snails?
Cake, my son, cake. And what was good enough for Mary Antoinette was good enough for me.
Yeah, look what happened to her.
What?
Chin up.
With the greatest respect, sir, I do know my local villains. The notion that Arthur Daly is a big-time fence is risible. Yes, I appreciate that all tip-offs have to be investigated, but Arthur Daly... Very good, sir. Leave it with me. Apparently West End Central have received information from what they term an excellent source.
On Daly?
They've got him in the first division of dual fencing.
He wouldn't make the Espion League.
Well, I know that. You know that. So when we turn Daly over, West End Central will know that as well, won't they?
Testing, testing, testing.
I must have a word with Arnie about this duff equipment, Terry.
Yeah, you sure this is going to work?
Yeah, of course. I've rethought my entire campaign strategy. I feel like Rommel before the Battle of Waterloo.
You mean Wellington?
Oh, Battle of Wellington, whatever.
The word's gone down the line. The boys in blue will be paying them a visit in the near future. Think they'll find anything?
I regard it rather as a fishing expedition. At least it'll ensure our law and order candidate maximum embarrassment in the middle of his campaign.
I think we ought to ensure that our wonderful police force receive maximum publicity. I've got an idea.
I'm always happy to talk to the press, Mr. Lent. And an in-depth profile on election day would certainly help to get my message across. Any luck, Julie? Got my PA.
You can have the church hall on the 27th.
Excellent. Book it.
It's going to cost £250.
250? I'm running a political rally, not an antique auction.
Finding the going tough, are we?
Not as tough as the opposition. Book it, Julie.
This seat you're fighting is, of course, a marginal.
It is at the moment. But after the election, it will be a safe seat for independence in this borough.
Can I quote you on that?
Certainly.
For a man brimming with confidence, you don't appear to have a very big backup staff.
Oh, he's got enough backup.
You're Terry McCann, aren't you?
That's right.
Saw you fight once.
Story of my life, innit? They all saw me fight once.
No, you were good. What happened?
More tea, Mr. Lent.
Got anything strong?
Oh, Julie, you'll find some whiskey in the entertainment and reception area.
That's the kitchen.
Now, Mr. Daly, about your polishes.
Oh, yes. What about them?
What are they?
Oh, it's all in my election pamphlet.
No. That's the usual stuff about the need for a more efficient spending policy, lower rent, lower rate. All the parties say that now. Why should the voter single you out? Hmm? What makes you special?
Why did I just bring you the bottle?
What a good idea.
What makes him special is that he's independent, see? He don't have to answer to the toe rags who run this borough.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Terry. Yes, thank you. No, that is off the record, Mr. Lent. What Terence means is, I am my own man. I am not going to take any three-line whipping from people to make me vote for their policies.
Law and order is your speciality, isn't it?
Correct. And I think I can honestly say that I shall bring unrivalled knowledge of the problems of law and order to the council chamber. Arthur Daly, your independent candidate for St Mary's Ward.
What's the chocolates for?
Well, you can eat them while you're reading his election address.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, tell me, my dear, have you any complaints about the way the council are running this borough?
My bathroom's got a leak. Been trying to get it fixed for months.
Terence, make a note. Mrs. Johnston needs her bathroom fixing. That will be attended to during my first week in office.
Oh, really? My husband will be pleased. What was the name again?
Daly. Arthur Daly.
Don't forget, tell your neighbour, vote Daly.
I will. Thanks for the chocolate.
Cheers.
How are we doing?
Well, so far, you've promised to unblock 15 drains, redecorate 27 rooms, repair 4 roofs, and allow 19 Australians to stay here indefinitely.
What's all that about? That copper's nicking my chocolates.
You told me they were straight.
They was. You know what this is, don't you? This is political chicanery on the part of my rivals. Park this undercover. Excuse me, young man. What is happening? Mr. Chisholm, what are you doing here?
Shopping.
Wife instructed me to look for some chocolates.
That is a diabolical liberty.
Oh, so are these.
Political persecution, that's what this is.
I've never heard it called that before. A raid, yes. A swoop. Turning over someone's drum, maybe. Got receipts for all these chocolates, of course.
It was a cash transaction. Well, it's the only way to beat Japanese competition these days. What do you want?
Who are you?
Lent. West London Gazette.
You're a bit quick off the mark, aren't you? How did you get wind of this?
Just a coincidence?
Rubbish.
I recently interviewed Mr. Daly. I wanted to check a few details.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to have to borrow him for a while, Mr. Lent.
Are you arresting him?
What
are the charges?
Hey, look, you be careful what you write.
No charges at this stage. Mr. Daly and Mr. McCann are merely helping us with our inquiries, aren't you?
Are we?
Yes, you are. And in order to show how reasonable I am, I'm going to take you down to the station in one of our nice big cars with the flashing blue lights. Chocolate, anyone?
Oh, thank you.
When I get elected, I'm going to get myself on the police committee.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I'll have that Detective Sergeant Chisholm just where I want him.
In the meantime, how are we going to get out of here?
I don't know.
What was the sum total of our raid on Daly's locker?
4 grounds of black and white facades with the slogan Bolton Wonders for the cap. 2,000 girly magazines.
Paul?
No, I've seen better on page 3, Gav. Yes, 6 dozen musical monkeys that play Scotland the Brave. Now he's got receipts for those.
You mean he actually bought 6 dozen musical monkeys that play Scotland the Brave?
Aye.
Did we rip any open?
Aye, we did. No diamonds.
Anything else?
Oh, various assorted rubbish. Oh, and finally, nearly 800 boxes of chocolates.
So much for West End Central. Dual fence. Arthur Daly wouldn't recognise the Koh-i-Noor if it jumped up and bit him.
Aye, but what are we going to do about him and McCann, eh?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of something. Let him sweat for a bit.
Hello, Dave. It's Julie, Terry's friend.
Yeah, well, the word is they've been nicked by Chisholm. No, you wouldn't. He's one of our local black spots masquerading as a police officer.
You've been over to Amsterdam lately.
Do what?
You heard, Mr. Chisholm.
Do we need Pinocchio in here?
If you're trying to wind me up, McCann, you are succeeding.
Why are we being held?
Because I find you invigorating company. Now shut it. Well, have you been over to Amsterdam lately?
No, I haven't.
What about Hamburg?
Well, it's very interesting hearing about your holidays, but I've got better things to do.
Terry, sit down, there's a good lad. Look, Mr. Chisholm, I haven't been abroad since the summer, when I took Earl indoors to Tomarolinas for holiday. Look, while we're sitting here chatting, my political destiny awaits, you know. Time and tide wait for no man. I've got a rally to address.
What is he rabbiting about? He's fighting a local borough election.
You what?
Standing as an independent on the issue of law and order.
Law and order? One of the most dishonest people in my manor. He's got the bare-faced audacity to stay. Law and order? I bet you will have to get on the police committee to sort me out, are you?
Thought never entered my mind, Mr. Chisholm. But if I can help, I'll be happy to oblige. Look, I've got a following out there, you know. I'm supposed to be at St. Stephen's Church Hall.
How is the uncut diamond business these days?
He's cracking up, isn't he? Must be male menopause.
Are you holding Arthur Daly and Terry McCann?
Look, I know nothing about diamonds, rubies, pearls, any precious stones. I mean, do I look like a man who buys Uki Tom?
Well, frankly, no. But I am acting upon information received.
Well, your snout sold your pig in a poke, isn't he?
Now, listen. Yes, Right, now I will come out and tell her where to get off. Proper little star, aren't we? Another reporter anxious for your golden words. Make a note of any conversation.
I've already told your colleague, miss, I have no statement to make at this stage.
Firstly, you haven't been speaking to any colleague of mine. Secondly, I don't care a stuff what you want to say. And thirdly, if you don't release Daly and McCann or give me a very good reason why you're holding them, I'll get your name splashed right across the front page.
Of the local rag? I think you're overestimating the power of the press.
Not the local rag. I work in Fleet Street. Here's my card. Now, at the moment, I'm convinced you are wrongfully and illegally holding those two. That is the way my story will run, unless, of course, you can persuade me differently.
Would you care to see them?
Thank you.
Second door on the left. Would you get me this number and put it through to my office?
Is it all right to talk?
Eh? Oh, yeah, don't worry about him. He's Welsh.
I've threatened Chisholm with a story on your wrongful arrest.
What, in your local rag? Oh, my God. She's trying to help you. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Me on the front page alongside Vickers who've taken a lorry ride to shame. That's all I need for my political career, isn't it?
Listen, you, if she doesn't get us out in time for this meeting tonight, you won't have any political career. You're supposed to be at that church hall in half an hour.
Right, just checking. Thank you. On the one hand, we have the big white chief from West End Central who wants me to transform Arthur Daly into Raffles. On the other, we have an investigative journalist who wants to serve me up on a plate to 13 million readers.
I would say that you were on the proverbial haunch of the proverbial dilemma, Gert.
Just had a word with your editor. Seems a nice chap.
He is, till he gets angry.
Oh, of course. Well, you are free to go.
Leaving time and all.
I'm afraid I have further questions to put to you.
Do what? Hold on, what about his political meeting tonight?
I am, of course, aware of the importance of that. I'm sure, Miss Waters, you and your editor would agree that criminal investigation must come before political interest.
Very clever.
Thank you.
Terry, Julie, you can't leave me here.
I'm afraid they can and must, Mr. Daly.
You heard that? He called me mister. If any false confessions are beaten out of me, you are to inform the world of my present condition.
I think you must understand, Miss Waters, Mr. Daly does suffer from mild paranoia from time to time.
You are well out of order, Chisholm.
Yeah, look, why are you holding him?
To assist us with our inquiries. Being so strong on law and order, you want to assist us, don't you?
I wish to attend a political rally. I need to be present to answer their questions.
When you've finished answering my questions, you might get around to answering theirs.
Terry?
I think I'd rather be back at the Nick.
Relax, Terry. It'll be all right.
Be all right. What happens if you don't show up?
Yeah, tell.
Hello, Dave.
Any news?
Nah. It's like waiting for the second coming, isn't it?
I hope he's not going to take as long as that.
What's the matter?
He's got a good nose for trouble, that one.
Don't like him, do you?
Not a lot.
Professional jealousy?
Leave it out. Face is familiar. Penny won't drop.
Well, you got it all wrong. The scandals are supposed to start after you get elected.
You're always first with a new angle.
Look, Mr. Chisholm, whatever else I am, I'm not an international diamond fence.
I know that, Arthur.
Well, why don't you let me go, then?
Well, firstly, you won't look too good on the file. If my superiors see I let you go too soon, looks as though I don't take their tip-off seriously. You can see my dilemma.
Oh, yeah.
Then, of course, there are other matters, like all those bloody boxes of chocolates. Even there, I've got a problem.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I don't know whether to do you for receiving bent chocolates that have seen better days, or charge you with contravention of the Health Act.
Evening all. Now, thanks very much for coming, obviously, and for those of you who don't know me, who I did meet on your front doorsteps, my name is Terry McCann.
It's Arthur Daly. We want Daly.
And I'm very glad to hear it, sir. All you've got to do is vote for him on polling day, all right? Now, I'm very sorry, but Arthur, Mr. Daly, has been unavoidably detained.
How can we vote for a man who can't even be bothered to attend his own political rally?
He'll be here. Don't worry about that, sunshine.
And in the meantime, Terry and I will take questions from the floor.
We don't want the monkeys, we want the organ grinder. Sounds like they're coming for you, McCann.
You done this on purpose, didn't you, Mr. Chisholm?
Have a listen. Everyone wants to be a politician, don't they? Hold on. Here he is. Here he is, your main man, your very own Arthur Daly. Let's hear it.
Yeah, look what happened to Nixon.
Arthur Daly.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies, but you know what these TV interviewers are like. Always finding an extra question just when you want to say goodnight.
TV cameras more important than voters, are they?
Why don't you shut it before someone else does?
That'll do, Terence, that'll do. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to move a vote of thanks to our local police force who leapt into the breach to make sure I got here all right tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation of one of my greatest supporters, Detective Sergeant Chisholm.
Well, come on, Mr. Chisholm. Stand up and take a bow.
Come on, Mr. Chisholm, on your flat feet. Just a little joke. Ladies and gentlemen, what Mr. Chisholm did tonight in helping me out is a perfect example of one of this borough's most pressing needs. Greater cooperation between us law-abiding citizens and our intrepid boys in blue. Because remember, we not only pay our rates, we also pay their wages.
Waste of time staying in there. Yeah. He's got him in the palm of his hand. This is getting serious. He actually makes sense.
Yeah, I don't like it, Alex. I don't like it at all. All that integrity and commitment could cause havoc in the town hall. I can't understand why the police let him go.
Perhaps they couldn't find anything to hold him on.
Well, there must have been something.
Our only hope now is Lent's smear piece on election day. He's dug up some very useful skeletons. We must make sure that all the canvassers at the polling station just happen to be reading the local paper.
I need a stiff drink after that.
Now, the people who've been running this borough for years have been squandering. Now, if you return me as councillor, this misuse of public funds will cease instantly. Give us a drink, please.
Hello, news desk, please. Hello, Tim. It's Julie Waters. Yes, the feature's going fine. Tell me, what do you know about a reporter called Jeff Lent?
What was it you wanted to add to the interview, then?
In the fullness of time, Mr. Lent. In the fullness of time. What's happened to those two?
Perhaps they've stopped for a naughty.
Never. Not before polling day. Oh, thank God. Yeah. Well, there you are. We've run out.
I like a man who likes to drink.
No, we've just had tea, thanks.
Tea? That's the trouble with the younger generation. Cheers, Mr. Daly.
Cheers.
You're supposed to say it with your glass in your hand.
Yeah, cheers.
Got a loo here?
Yeah, straight through the lounge.
You sure this is going to work?
Well, you heard what Julie said, didn't you? He's one of the great drinkers of Fleet Street. He has been fired off more papers than you've had hot dinners.
All you have to do is keep him drunk until polling day so that he can't finish that hatchet job on you.
That's the day after tomorrow.
So you're getting the Guinness Book of Records, won't you?
I don't even like scotch.
Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Have another one, Jeff. What is this life if full of care? We ain't got time to drink no beer.
Shut up.
Do you think Arthur will stand the pace?
Well, he's been training for this event for 30 years.
Walk on, walk on.
Where are they? Arthur! Arthur!
Oh, Terry. I can't go on. I've had it, Terry.
I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, and I'll put a nice large whiskey in it, shall I?
Oh, Terry, not even in jest. Terry, I've had it. You just have to let that dipsomaniac do his worst in a local ragger. At least I'll keep my liver.
It's finished.
I know. I've just got to keep telling you.
No, I mean, you've done it.
Oh.
It's polling day.
Oh.
You've won the drinking competition. Now let's see about the election.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard. Good morning. Good morning. Nice to have you with us. Good morning.
How's it going then?
Well, so far, 7 V-signs, 3 handshakes, and 1 silly cow thinks they ought to be repatriated.
Am I in time for the first hanging?
Eh?
This gentleman signed your petition down to Winchester.
Oh, all in good time, sir. All in good time.
Don't forget the whipping.
No, I won't forget the whipping.
I have already told you, sir, there was no jewellery. No, I admit we did not rip open all the tyres on his second-hand cars, but we find that sort of behaviour not generally appreciated in this part of London. The only dodgy items were a quantity of chocolates. The matter is under review. I see, sir. Very well. Thank you. Somebody wants Daly very badly indeed.
So what are we going to do? Good morning.
Vote Daly.
Have you voted?
Of course I have.
You come to vote?
I shall ask you both to accompany me to the station. I'm sure you'll come quietly, won't you?
What you talking about?
What's the charge?
Chocolates. Doing you both for receiving.
I told you I paid cash for them.
What would we want with a load of nicked chocolates?
McCann, sometimes I wonder about you. To sell, of course, to make a quick profit.
Oh, yeah? Then how come we give them all away, eh? Would seem a bit silly, wouldn't it?
You what?
He's right, we did give them away.
Tell that to the jury.
Hold on. Stay there. Governor, could you come here a minute, please?
I ain't seen anyone hung yet.
No, it's been put off till later.
Did you like the chocolates?
Certainly did. They did wonders for my gout.
Would you mind telling this nice man how much we charged you for them?
Charge me? Don't be silly. You gave them to me.
And we got hundreds more like him all over the borough.
Come on, Jones.
Hey, guys, you have a cigarette. Wait, he's here. Arthur Daly. Come on in.
Come on, Arthur, what's the verdict?
William Christopher Arnold,
Conservative?
331. Anthony Wesley Billingham.
Labour.
568. Sebastian Francis Crumpet.
The monster raving loony party.
27. Arthur Edward Daly. 1,480.
Ladies and gentlemen, loyal party members and mine host. I don't know what to say.
How about the drinks are on me, eh?
Yeah, that's a good one. Give them all a double on me, Dave. I couldn't have done it without you two, you know.
How's it feel then, Councillor?
Councillor, eh? Heard indoors want a new frock for when I get swore in. And this is only the beginning, Terry. Cheers, Dave.
Hold on, what do you two want?
You mustn't take it all so personally, McCann. It's only politics.
Yeah, and this is only members, so on your bike.
No, Terry, that'll do. Well, I suppose your lot and his lot are now going to try and corrupt me with lucrative blandishments?
Oh, no, we won't.
You won't?
No. You are going to be disqualified, and there'll have to be another election.
What stroke you pulling this time?
Not us. You did it to yourself.
Do what?
Overspending on your election campaign. It's a very serious offence, you know. Automatic disqualification.
Overspending him? You got to be kidding, ain't you?
Oh, no, we're not. You see, we've just finished adding up the cost of all those boxes of chocolates you gave away.
Those chocolates weren't for eating. They were for buying and selling. Like the sardines in the Second World War.
Sardines?
Yeah.